let's change the audio before. Okay, hey, how's it going? Running a good commercial right now. That's what it looks like. Anyways, how's it going, everybody? We are running late, but we're always on time. We brought back a guest because we're going to be doing a Bad Batch review. So we had to find out how somebody's wife liked a certain aging character. Should we put it like that? Because I have a feeling somebody doesn't think of that. Yep. We have a new way of doing that, too, where I've been put in control of just muting people. So this is going to be fun. We're going to be talking about a couple of rumors and the first appearance books that are with it. But before we do all that, we're going to say hi at chat. We have a statue section, a huge toy section, and we'll have news. Ruben, what is going on? Oh, he should have made it here, too. That would have been fun. SW Sunday with the only crew who tells us all about the new in Star Wars.
What is new?
Show to watch?
What is new?
Star Wars.
You got to learn how to read, Marco.
Yeah, it's going to be a long day today.
Hooked on Phonics works for everybody.
GT Comics, thumbs up. Invisible Hand, hi. GT is a YouTube. Whoa, and I love it. Thank you, Tommy. Wink. Thank you. We will have a great show. Ed saying hi for the algorithm. Got it. What is Marco's rumored first appearances? I'll be honest with you. It wasn't even me. These people are putting stuff in chat, so I just said, fine, I'll do it.
It's actually that is totally not true. Nobody put anything in chat.
Yeah, I literally pulled. Actually, it was because I pulled something up. JJ caught it and goes, bro, that rumor is by a dude I always slam. And I said, I just took it out of the chat. I don't know who that guy is. Anyways, Mr. Appleman. Hi, everyone. Apples. It is a packed house tonight. Thank you. What a crew. Cherokee. Whoa. Mike, will we ever see Old Republic KOTOR? Probably not.
We will someday.
Some elements of it, maybe, but probably not.
There's actually some options that they're getting closer to opening up.
Years ahead of us for Star Wars.
We'll be dead and buried before that happens.
No, not all of us. Not all of us, because not all of us are out there screaming at people on the side of the street, Dom.
That's it.
I told you not to worry about that, Dom. We're gonna bury you with an iPad and a Wi-Fi. You're gonna be good.
Yeah, you'll be fine.
Not gonna miss a thing.
And a back attack. Hey, I want to shout out everybody. I obviously was at another con. We got lots of love. We had a regular there. Horde was there. Got to spend probably a lot. I mean, I got to spend a lot of time with him. Him and a young lady came up. He said hi, introduced himself. She introduced herself, and then proceeded to tell me that it was her first con. And I said, "Oh, good Lord!" But shout out to them. They did a really good job. Shout out to the rest of you guys too. Maybe we'll talk some more about it later. Revan needs to be on the spotlight. Yeah, I think. Oh, there he is, right there. Horde, good to see you, man. It was great to see you, man. Thanks for stopping by. We got to, I don't always have as much time to sit down with people when we're at a con because you got to watch your own books and stuff. But I did get a little bit of time. I got a decent amount of time. I hope with him, it was fun. He asked some good questions. He said hi. It was very nice. It's great when you guys come up and say hi. I know sometimes, especially at that con too, I might have been a little short with other people because, well, I'm selling books. But I did get to spend a lot of time with him. So him and the young ladies they were very nice. Thank you for all the wonderful comments. They said great things about you guys too. So you guys can say thank you.
Thank you.
There we go. All right. And thanks to everybody else. All right. Let's get into news. Hey, Dwayne, let's get into news. Let's get over it.
Nubs is going to be the key to stopping the nameless.
Oh, Nubs is going to get friggin' sliced and abused by the Sith. Gone.
Oh, my God. I once again tried to watch. The kids just go, is there a Bad Batch? I go, fine. And to put them on Bad Batch, and they love Bad Batch.
Yes. All right. This one got
Dom
all worked up this week for I don't know what reason, but Dom is just angry and upset because that's Dom. He's upset that the budget for Mando and Grogu is rumored. We haven't heard anything else about it, to be around $120 million, which is the same as about a normal season. For a 2-hour movie instead of a 7-hour TV show using the volume. I think this is not surprising. It is way less than Rise of Skywalker, but it will be way less involved, I would assume, with using the volume and other things to make it a little cheaper.
Well, here's the other thing, too, about Rise of Skywalker that people didn't they built a lot of bullshit they never used, including puppeteer stuff that was very expensive. Like the amount of stuff that they spent on Rise of Skywalker that they didn't use it was not cheap. They built this huge, massive puppet that cost like $2.5 million that's in a storage closet someplace. There's a pavilion. Speaking about Reveille, there was a pavilion scene and everything else that they had mocked up and they had built, and it cost a pretty penny, and they never used any of that crap. So I don't think the cost, reducing the cost in something like this, where you already kind of know what the plan is, know what your build out's going to be, using the new technology where you can use the inlay 360 stuff is going to be that bad. So
let's see if they can have a success like Godzilla -1 did for the low budget they had. Let's see.
I mean, 120 million. They say it's the same as a normal season. I mean, what's wrong with what they're doing in a normal season? It's got good effects. It's got everything is fine in a normal season. What else do you want them to spend money on? It seems like they're doing a good. It seems like they're doing a good job with 120 million. So I don't see a problem.
That's for TV. This is a movie. It is something totally different. It's something different.
But it's not different because they already had. Dom, okay. What's different about it, Dom?
There's a lot more at stake for the movie than the TV show.
That has nothing to do with budget, though. That's just
the whole fact
to do with quality.
Listen, that means it's going to be more grounded. You're not going to really see any space fights that much.
That's not true. We saw quite a bit in Mandalorian, and it's 8 hours cut down to 2 hours.
No, there's still more room to do some stuff. Season 4 is coming out whenever, but this is going to be a part of the season 4.
No, this is the budget just for the movie.
Yeah, just for the movie. That's the end of season 4.
We don't know that. We don't know that.
They said it already.
Wait.
No.
Okay.
No.
But you have to understand a couple things going into it too. Like Marco said, the 120 million is not just what you see on TV, or in this case, the movie theater. It's what it's the stuff you leave on the cutting room.
Build out, the build out.
It's everything you edit out. Also, that's all part of the budget.
Also, another thing that it says here, and I just like to point this out again: the word rumor.
Yeah,
we don't know.
Can't imagine they're going to spend more money. They don't.
And we won't know until all of that is said and done when this movie comes out, what they actually spent on it and what they didn't. And even at that, you're not going to know based on the box office anyway. There's always things off the back end. There's always things off everywhere, when it comes to how much these movies make, how much all of that goes. And it drives me insane when people just look at a budget and then they look at a box office and they're like, oh, it's got to make this or it's got to make that. Yes, to some extent that is true. However, they also don't add in what came off of the back end, what merchandise is going to make for the movie, and everything else. That's that's never featured into the account.
But on a Star Wars thing, if you're giving it $120 million budget, I mean, you're expecting the return because of merchandising and all to be similar to any of the
right. And I'm telling you,
outputs.
That little Muppet right there will bring in a shit ton of marketing.
No, it does.
It does, but I don't know that in the year 2026, Grogu might be a little.
I doubt it. Look at how long Yoda was a thing. This thing right here, I know people that don't even watch this crap that have bought Grogu merchandise because he's cute.
Yeah, well, I mean, they have to do it but they have to do it properly because they've already saturated the market. Like that was an interesting. When I met Horde and the beautiful young lady he was with, she ended up buying a unique Grogu piece, which I can see that. But do remember they saturated the market and Grogu stuff has already hit Ollie's. So they have to be smart on that end. I'm not going to talk about that. What I'm going to tell you is the build out for this. Hey, what's up, Wookiee Fanatic? Is not going to be as expensive because they already have, like the cute little guy you just mentioned. They already have that. Like that's not added into the budget. You know?
Oh
what
yeah,
I mean?
Definitely.
A lot of the costumes are already in there. It's not so. Even if it is $120 million, like a lot of that budget's already been caked in. That they don't need that much more money. And by the way, this is one thing, Dom, you might want to think about, which might help you. If this does become a success, do you know what that means? That you're going to get what you want. You're going to get more shows on the TV where they start to build out, and then when they get popular, they're going to make them into movies. So I don't see how this is a bad thing.
But didn't we get a movie in the movies, the Ahsoka episode?
That wasn't.
I can hardly hear.
That was put in the
Dom,
movies?
that was not a movie. That was released in the movie theater. But
I know, but I'm just saying. But
Grogu -0.
It was still how much money was put into Ahsoka. Think about it.
A lot, but they only broadcast one episode. But that to me, that Dom has a little bit of a point there in that I do want to see how they're going to like distribute this as far as like, you know, I assume it's going to be like theater wide release, but is it going to be like a weekend engagement, a couple weeks?
That'd be interesting too.
2 months release, like it is a movie. Like what are we talking about here?
I don't have a problem with if they do it that way either, where we get a 1 month release on this, and then after that they give like a special Disney Plus. I'm down. I mean, they got to figure out how to make stuff.
To make that 120 back that they spend, then they'll make it hard.
They'll make 120 back. That's not going to be an issue, I don't think.
Does anybody remember offhand what they made off the Ahsoka shows that were in the theater?
120.
I know it wasn't that. But yeah, but it was only one. It was 2 days in limited theaters.
I know, but it's still. It was put on a big screen to see how it would the fit and feel. I know they're putting the money into this. Is going to see what happens. But
that's a different
delayed.
Dude, this is going to come out. They're going to be
this number is fluid, right?
Burger King and all
yes,
places.
Jedi, yes. Yeah, this is the starting budget. They're going to go over it.
And
I mean,
yeah, marketing will be.
Well, they might go. You know, this is the rumored budget too. Like Tate said, they might go under it. You don't know.
Yeah, maybe they will. They will. They will. All right, next up.
Acolyte has a tentative release date that was leaked for June the 5th. And so this is about, I think, what we expected. It gives you about a month after Bad Batch, before Acolyte, if this is true, which I haven't seen anything that knows otherwise. So you get about a month between Bad Batch and Acolyte. Acolyte will then run for a while, and they'll give you up almost through the summer. And so
it's also tentative, but it's good to hear that. It's good to hear that this is coming. No trailer. Dude, we just got a
trailer. We got a trailer 1 month and 1 week before Ahsoka. That was when we got the first trailer. That means we're going to get a trailer at about May.
Closer to the ending of Bad Batch.
That's how they've been doing. That's how they did it with Marvel too.
May 4th, probably.
I think this is different compared to Ahsoka. We know what we're
going
to get.
It's not.
Ahsoka. Yes, it is. This is the first time. This is something different.
No, Dom, it doesn't matter. You're thinking out too far in the weeds there. It doesn't matter to Disney. They have the marketing plan for this already set up like 2 years ago, probably.
If you're worried, if you're worried about the Solo situation, Dom, I'd say I would be worried too, but I'm not, because this is following the same format that they've used throughout, not just Star Wars, but for Marvel for the last little bit. So I think
streaming they use.
I mean, I get that. Hold on, real quickly. I could get your concern, Dom. Is that what you're feeling? You're feeling the Solo situation?
All kidding aside, I think what they're doing is that, all right, I understand the strategy, what they're going to do. They're going to wait to drop it, because they dropped the trailer early. There's going to be a lot of critical reviews on that trailer about things.
Nope.
A lot of negativity.
I don't think they care about that.
That's not what it is. But, Dom, you're almost there. What it is now, too, with social media nowadays, look, we're talking about this in the news section, but what are we breaking down today? Bad Batch. If you release the trailer this week, what would you be breaking down? It's not going to be Bad Batch. It's going to bury it. Nobody's even going to know that show's out, because this topic will be hot enough for us to hit, right? So you're not going to want to bury something that you just put out, that just started. You don't want to do that. I mean, that just makes common sense. Like, you're not going to put out a new product and then go like, hey, the next best thing's already coming out. Like, nobody does that, dude. Also, like, that doesn't make any sense.
What generates more hype than Star Wars for the week of May the 4th?
Yep.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I mean, that generates hype on its own, and then you add the trailer into that, and then.
I mean, you've been asking for this trailer on May 4th for like 3 years now, Dom, and then they pretty much tell you this lines up to give you out of the trailer on May 4th, and you're saying, "Oh, this is bullshit! It sucks!" Like, bro, they're giving you what you want. You can't. Dom, I get it that you could play old man. I want to fucking yell at the sky. But when they give you what you want, you just got to say, all right, man. Sometimes you just got to take that one. They got you. They got you. You took an L on your rants. It's all right. They got you. They're putting it on May 4th for you, bro.
I'm just worried about this is something big. If this fails, what happens?
Yeah, John, I watch my match.
If this fails, they just bury it and move on.
I don't think a trailer is going to matter if it fails or not. I really don't. It's not like.
I don't think it'll matter that much if the show fails, to be honest. Move on. I mean, at this point, they've already filmed it. They've already spent all their money on it. So
Star Wars fans are going to watch it. If it's good, they'll keep watching it. If it gets good press, more people will watch it. I mean, look at Andor. Well, Andor picked up steam.
I actually don't think they. Hey, Wayseeker, I think you're wrong. I think they don't give a shit. I think if people watch it from now on, I don't think they care what people say. there's certain things that are coming up that you're saying that they obviously don't give a shit what the fans are saying because they know that sometimes the loudest voice isn't the smartest voice in the room. And and it's easy to get clickbait and people all cranked up to yell about something. But people still show up and watch the product. And at the end of the day, that's all they need. They need people to show up and watch the product.
Well,
they need with Acolyte, Dom, I don't give a shit what the trailer is. And you can ask the chat. They don't either. Because you know what? They're still going to watch this fucking thing. Because they're that excited for it. Who's not excited for Acolyte? You excited, Dom?
I'm more worried than anything else. I'm still skeptic.
I'm excited for Acolyte.
Yeah. Wayseeker?
Yeah.
JJ?
Mm-hmm.
Jedi?
Sure. Yeah, I'm excited. Anything Star Wars is is exciting. So sure.
The chat, yeah, we're all gonna watch this shit, bro. It's not gonna fail because everybody's gonna watch this shit.
I don't understand what the discussion, what the counterpoint. What are we talking about? I mean, Dom, are you worried that they should release the trailer sooner?
I'm worried about the overall product. The overall product. We haven't seen it yet. I want to see something of it. You wait till the last minute. That's the thing,
It's not the last minute.
Do like a month
Jedi, go ahead. Hold on, Jedi, go ahead. Maybe Jedi can talk sense of tongue. Please, Jedi, because he's your boy. He's on your other show. What day's your other show? Friday, right? So you have a lot of chat with him. Please ask him. He asked for this trailer to be on May the 5th.
About everything. Dom worries about everything. He's afraid at some point Disney's gonna say, fuck it, no more Star Wars. And that's just not gonna happen. Yeah. It's not gonna happen.
There we go.
I don't know. We talked about this a little bit, maybe on one of our other shows, but lead up to big events isn't what it used to be. They don't worry about, I don't think they should worry about, even if they do worry about trailers in between sitcoms on ABC. It's all driven by influencers and what's on the web. And this thing is going to get the hype it needs because it's Star Wars. I think, like Wayseeker said, Star Wars people are going to watch this.
Yeah.
And
I actually think it's kind of a little bit of the opposite, and even something you kind of said, Jedi, and what Dom or Robin's saying here, because I've been hearing a lot more of this in the streets. People aren't listening to quote unquote influencers anymore. They're stopping with the trailer. They're stopping with the spoiler stuff. The numbers are down on all that. You can tell people just don't care. Because they have figured out that it's a narrative that they understand this. Like, you will get clicks if you say something negative about Star Wars. Because two things will happen. People will yell at you that you're an idiot and a Star Wars hater. And people will yell at you that, yeah, Star Wars is for losers because we love Trekkies or whatever they like. Like this sign, whatever they do with their fingers. You know what I mean? So, okay, cool, man.
Yeah, I think people are getting wise to clickbait. I agree with that. They're not necessarily going to take everything an influencer says as gospel, but I do think Disney
except for
I do think Disney, it would be silly not to rely on influencers.
Absolutely.
The word's going to spread.
Absolutely. But when you used to see videos come out with like 75,000 views, those same people doing the same content, the viewership has dropped. And not us, obviously we're tiny, but like that viewership has dropped to the 20,000 level. Like, that's 50,000. Like, that's a big chunk of people who aren't following that bullshit anymore. So, I mean, Dom's still on.
I'm just hoping that the story's good and it's not just checking off boxes. That's what I'm hoping about. That's it.
See, Dom, this is why I think some of the chat gets on you about some of this stuff. Look at all these people saying like excited. Venom. Can't trust influencers. Don't care about what their opinion is anymore. Don't care. And you're still regurgitating some of their push.
You worry about that with everything.
And you also
I'm not saying that just.
We have a huge built-in audience with the higher public too.
I just want to say this when it comes to those influencers, and having been part of their group at one point, they are going to say. I mean, half of them don't even believe the crap they say. Okay?
No.
They're going to say what makes them clicks. They're going to say what outrages people to make young people that are aggravated or whatever.
It's not young people, dude. It's
older people that are aggravated and unhappy about the fact that they're not getting their nostalgia bait anymore. They're going to say what they can to get those people pissed off and paying them money and clicking on their things and viewing their stuff. those people are starting to see a marked drop off now of views of everything.
Yep.
They're going to either go the way of the dodo, or
they're never
some of them. Well, look, YouTube
go.
goes in waves, dude. YouTube goes in waves. They won't all be gone, but some of them will drop off. There may be one or two of them left in a couple of years that are still doing this tired jazz, and that's where it's going to go. I mean, to be honest with you,
I don't agree with that.
I don't agree with that.
Can I
either.
give a quick example of something?
Go ahead, Jedi.
No, just a quick example, and this has nothing to do with Star Wars, but it does have to do with people are going to watch what they watch. So anyway, my youngest son grew up playing Halo. Absolutely hated Halo Season 1 when it was released. It was terrible. It was awful. I thought he was done watching. Yeah, right? I mean, yeah. JJ knows. I thought he was done watching Halo. I thought the other day he approaches me, he goes, "Hey, when are we going to start watching Season 2 of Halo?" I was like, "What? I thought you were done with that." He goes, "Yeah, I'm still going to watch it. I'm just not going to care as much about what they get right or wrong." So people are going to watch.
Yeah, they're going to watch. I just think I think you have a little bit of a point. I think the numbers are never going to be back to what they were, but there's always haters got to hate, and they got to find someplace to hate with.
I want to be proved wrong. I want this show to be amazing and cool as shit, and I could say, you know what, I was wrong. I love this show. I want that to happen, but a part of me really doesn't think it's going to be.
I don't think we should let you watch the trailer.
Dom,
hey, we should do a poll here on Renovision. I'll put it up. Should Dom be able to watch the Acolyte trailer or any content towards the Acolyte trailer? I think we should have you black out for it.
That doesn't matter. You know it's not going to work.
No, we got to confiscate his phone. Confiscate the phone.
It's for you, Dom. I don't think this show is for you. That's the other thing. It's not that you don't love the High Republic, but that's not your thing. This is something that the High Republic is front and center, and yesterday was the 4th anniversary of Project Luminous, and all over Twitter, when all of the people were tweeting about it, and it was a huge push again, talking about how great the High Republic is. And I think a lot of the High Republic fans are younger than me, and there are others, but that's just they're ramping.
No. I think you're being biased on that too. Why is everybody doing it today? We're just generalizing everybody.
What I'm looking forward to when it comes to this show.
What do you agree?
Is
hold on, let Dave go 1 second because he's talking. Let him go.
It's going to be
drag you through the mud.
There's supposed to be, a lot of Sith information in the show. That's what interests me in it. Plus, it also looks like a mixture of like Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon with Star Wars, which is interesting. I mean, I'm into the whole like martial arts aspect of it and everything. It's fascinating to me. Okay. Regardless of whether it was High Republic or not, I was already gonna watch this.
Okay, yes, I think you were. That's what I think you're wrong with, Wayseeker. I don't think. I don't think it's just young people. I just don't think it's young people. I've been following this stuff behind the scenes. It is captivating a large swath of Star Wars fans because the older people want nostalgic Sith and blah 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 blah. And as Fate said, there's that group of.
There's none of that. There's none of that in the High Republic so far.
It's darker. Go ahead, JJ. That's what they think.
What I was gonna say was. I think it's a mixture of two things, but I think there's going to be less. I agree with Marco to a point where I think there's going to be less High Republic in it than you think. I think it's going to be more about that transitioning out of the High Republic period than anything else.
It's Sith lore. Yeah, Sith lore, which I think is going to. It's going to
be that much.
They said it was. They did. They said there was going to be Sith lore.
No, but they also said High Republic too. But I think it's going to walk a finer line than everybody thinks between those two things.
Right. Well, it is called the Acolyte, and they're usually close.
I think it'll be a big setup for Sith lore.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Yeah,
but I don't know that it's gonna be like that in depth.
I mean, I just hope that it does hit that cross slot. I hope it does hit everything. But it's not going to. I mean, obviously, it's not going to. But yeah, I mean, I think this is all of it too. I don't think people give a shit as long as they don't say Skywalker in it. I think there's. I mean, Deadly Venoms is. You can't say young people.
Bet. No, I am so tired of the Skywalker saga. I'm so tired.
I got it. But this is the thing. You said younger people. Venom's older than me, bro. So I mean, he's not as old as Jedi up there, but he's older than me. So I don't think it is for young kids.
I don't think it's for young kids, but I think it's is an entry point. The High Republic in a unique way for people in their 20s and 30s who are trying to find a way into Star Wars, and Episode 7, 8, 9 wasn't it.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
with that.
I agree.
It's something different, and they're intentionally doing something different. So, yeah, will it be a leap-in point to Star Wars? Yes.
That's not what he said, Lopez. God, you don't
But I don't
listen.
think you're going to see a ton of. You're going to see High Republic fans watch it, obviously, just because of the buzz and the stuff they said involved in it. But I don't think it'll be a thing where a lot of the High Republic lore or whatever transfers over to the show. And if people are banking on this to be like the future of the High Republic type of thing, I don't think it'll be that.
I think it's an introduction to a lot of things. All right, move along. Let's pivot as Cosmic Ones.
All right. This is what we'll talk about a little bit more later.
Hey.
Angela Bassett is supposedly met with Lucasfilm to talk about upcoming Star Wars project. Who would you like to see her play? So the big one that's been rumored, and we'll talk about that one later, is Ray Sloan.
Mm.
But this is what's interesting.
But I think that's because of her skin complexion.
Christina Ariel came out 2 years ago and said if they could have her play anybody, it would be Asajj Ventress.
I do not want. I love her. I love her. I don't want her old ass playing. We already got an old ass Ahsoka. I don't want another old ass. And by the way, they're beautiful women, both of them. Great. I like both of them. I like both of their acting. But I don't want my. You don't want to see my old fat ass playing some fucking 20-year-old goddamn Jedi.
Old person,
huh?
If you're gonna put Ventress on Ahsoka, it's gonna be an old person. Because she's 20 years older than Ahsoka.
Yeah.
You ain't putting it on this old, though. You're not putting it on this old. Look, Jedi, they played an old Jedi that doesn't move around a lot. They use Jedi for that. Okay, that's great. Ventress is doing backflips and shit. Jedi wasn't doing no backflips in fucking the Ahsoka TV show. He was just walking around. He had the young girl to do it.
Anymore.
Huh?
Maybe 25 years later, 30 years later, she can't do backflips anymore.
That's why you had old Boba Fett
between
Cad Bane. Everybody's old now.
Oh yeah, look at how old Boba Fett worked out, bro.
When did Sloan do backflips? I don't remember Sloan doing any backflips.
I'm not. No, he's talking about for Ventress.
For Ventress.
No, Sloan's fine. Sloan's fine because she, the older Sloan later. I mean, Sloan goes from like.
She
Sloan
gets
goes
rise to her power as she's older. Anyway,
yeah, when she gets old, she's in First Order. She goes. For those people that know, she's all the way from Rebels. Sloan, Ray Sloan, and we'll talk about later, is all the way from Rebels because she is the other rumored thing. So we pulled out 2 characters she might be, and one of them was not Ventress. All the way, Sloan goes all the way from Rebels all the way down to First Order.
Went to the outer reaches to build up the First Order. She started that whole thing up there.
Balin was not doing backflips. I don't have a problem with that. But if Ventress doesn't come around and do like the split thing and the double and do all that, no.
She's going to be 65 or 70 years old. Ventress will be if she's in Ahsoka.
Who gives a shit? She's a witch and she can be 300 years old. That's like being 20 in witch years.
We don't know how they age.
The fuck? Really? Yeah. Yes, we do. We know that they age slowly.
Okay.
Let's look at the
I mean, so does she, but you know what I mean? Like,
the question here. The question is, who would you like to see her play? I like Angela Bassett. I think she's a good actress. I don't want her to play a 65-year-old Asajj Ventress.
Yeah,
I want her to play. I think she would be much better playing a character like Ray Sloan or some of the other roles suggested for her.
Jedi's agent said no stunts. Go ahead. Yes. Yeah, everybody, I think, Wayseeker, this is a fucking troll for everybody with common sense. Get out of here with this nonsense. Anybody saying she should play Ventress, raise your hand. Yeah, get the fuck out of here.
What might happen? I'm just saying. That might happen.
I don't know if we're ever going to get a live-action Ventress, to be honest with you. I mean, if we do, there's going to be a hell of a lot of... They're going to have to CGI it in order to get Ventress that we want.
Ooh, they've gotten very toughy with their wording around that. Did you hit that? Yeah. Jones, they've been getting really.
She's coming back, so dead.
No, she's not. Wait, hold on.
We don't even know if she's that old because we don't know how long she's been dead or not dead or whatever.
But she's going to be around in 17 right now where the show is.
So she could have been preserved in the waters of Lake whatever.
It's not going to be a clone. They can't clone people with midichlorians. It'd make no sense if she was a clone. Right now, they're trying
you think that now.
Oh, right. We haven't even gotten through the 3rd article of news, and you assholes are already in midichlorians from Bad Batch. Let's get out going. Go. I'm not supposed to be swearing, and look at what you got me doing.
All right. Shauna, if you remember, Shauna Tripic, or Chick, I don't know how you pronounce the name. It's a bunch of consonants in a row. She died in the fall. and she won an award as she normally
That's a
does
last
for
name?
excellent costume design, specifically for Ahsoka Part 8. And so I wanted to.
Turpic.
Trip kick.
No, she didn't. No, she didn't.
What?
She won an award for Ahsoka's
Costume design.
costume.
Yeah. She also won the costume design for Boba Fett. She did all the
Who,
costume.
who voted on that?
The other costume designer. I think it's a union thing, isn't it?
Yeah, I think they just gave her. Do you remember?
It's just like when you win the SAG award. Like I think it's the other members of the SAG that vote on it.
Hey, what's up, Neil Jones? Trip sick. I'm not trying to besmudge what she does because it's probably pretty hard work. But I'm telling, don't you remember all the complaints about that outfit? It looked like she was pooping in her diapers. Her leakins were all off.
No, you're talking just Ahsoka though. This is for the whole show. She's the lead designer for her.
But she won it for Part 8 for Ahsoka Episode 8.
That's what I'm saying for the Ahsoka episode, like where they were like,
we don't know which.
That wasn't good. That was not good. Like that wasn't. Yeah.
Like maybe she did really well in The Witch and the Warlord. Maybe that carried her.
Well, yeah,
Jesus, Luke.
The lead costume designer for the show. You're going to be designing all those troopers, Thrawn, like all those people that are
the zombies.
It's not just
the zombies were cool.
Yeah, that gold-faced stormtrooper.
Not so
winner
much
in my book.
No.
I'm not pissing on this poor dead woman. I'm just saying.
You kind of are, but you are.
A lot of dark stuff going. Like the Star Wars is now to save budget, just used a lot of dark Like,
well, maybe I'm sure there was a sentimental edge to her probably winning this award.
Agreed. There you go. Well, I mean, she did a good job though. She worked hard. I guarantee you, she worked hard. That's as nice as I can be.
Rest in peace.
Troubling.
Yeah, rest in peace.
All right, new Ventress Legacy lightsaber.
He put this in toys. Get the fuck out of here. Get out of here.
I didn't know he put it in toys. I didn't.
All right, Wayseeker, stop trolling Dom. Dom, go ahead. No, hold on, stop, Wayseeker.
He was out before he did toys.
Hold on, Wayseeker. Okay, Dom, go. I muted Wayseeker. This is how it's going to be all day.
Let him speak.
No.
I put this in news on Friday night.
Thanks, Brian.
It's my fault that Dom doesn't read news and then post the same thing on Saturday, and JJ's like, Dom, it's already in news. So if Dom,
he gave me toys. Like he gave me toys while I was getting ready for the comp. So that was like on Friday, bro.
Yeah, whatever. He didn't read news.
Don't involve me in this argument. I'll be in the middle of this.
Anyway, this was coming to Galaxy's Edge on March 8th and Shop Disney on March 11th. And so they do connect. I don't know if you showed them together. How they connect, Dom?
I think he showed. I think he has the exact same picture you have.
The same picture.
Yeah,
you guys.
Cool. I mean, you can push step them together, and it is.
How much are these?
Lightsaber. So what?
How much is it? How much are they?
They didn't release the price yet.
Dude, do you remember how much her original?
It's going to be $500, I bet.
Yeah, because do you remember how much her
case?
What, Jedi?
It comes in the. Does this the one that comes in the nice?
Yeah.
I saw a video, and I'm sure it was meant to be humorous. If we're talking about the same set here of this young lady trying to put together these Ventress lightsabers, and she was about pulling the hair out of her head trying to do it.
That might have been a different one because these aren't out yet.
Yeah, these aren't out yet.
Could I mean, they could have released it to somebody.
They got it early or something too. Yeah,
maybe.
Yeah.
No. Do you guys remember? I was going to bring this up, but everybody cut me off, and then we could have just gone through all that. We went ahead and do it. If you recall, when they did like whatever the Master Series is or whatever of Ventress's thing, you could buy those. They were $219 a piece, and they clicked together. They only sold one per box, so you had to buy both, which would be $440-ish for those. So I would assume the price on this is going to be upwards of $500 to $600.
That's right.
And I assume that's the ones that Jedi's talking about there.
I think it'll be about probably $495 or.
All right, well, whatever. It's probably better.
They did those Skywalker Legacy ones. I think were about $495.
These came if the video, if I was able to watch the video, this came in a big case, both lightsabers in the same case. You had to put them together. It was kind of funny to watch.
Welcome. Listen, speaking about Ventress, I
yes.
don't know if you could do it. I should have told you earlier. Anyway, I could do a giveaway. Quick
no,
not
tonight.
Not tonight. All right.
No.
All right. So people that like special edition books, as you know, next April or May, I forget when this one's coming out. This is Living Force by Johnson, which will be dealing with like Qui-Gon and all of that right before a bunch of other stuff. There's 2 special editions though for those in the UK or that people want to buy them. There is a light side and a dark side edition where the pages will be different colors. There's a green one and a black one. The green one I think is available through Goldsboro. The black one's through Inkstone.
What is this for?
This is the book that's coming out with in May.
John Jackson Miller's now.
Okay, yeah. So if you like your special edition books, there are 500 copies each of these. So I know there's some people out there that like to collect these, and so they are going on sale this week. So pick them up; they'll sell out. Another book that Jedi will totally not like. This is like the most academic book of all time. It is going to be detailing the rise and fall of the Galactic Empire. It's by Dr. Chris Kimshaw. It arrives on July 9th. And it basically is going to look at the everyday activities in the Empire and what caused it to fail. And so it's by a doctor who is really looking at totalitarian regimes through the lens of the Galactic Empire.
No, I think he'll actually like that. It's the timelines that kills him. He just doesn't like timelines. Huh? Yeah, Jedi very textbook. Yeah, Jedi. That's what Jedi does for a living.
Does it come with homework? You got to do homework.
This is homework. This is like a textbook.
Oh, this is Wayseeker's living for this. This is Wayseeker's wet dream. He's like, "Fuck yeah, baby!"
I can have my pen. And
can I do a book report on a book report? I'm buying 6 new packs of highlighters. I'm getting a bunch of those like individual index fucking sticky pad things, all different colors. Can't wait.
He's gonna have tacks on the wall. He's gonna have
Put it out there.
He's just gonna zero out. He's gonna take like the scanned pictures of his phone and print them out on his printer and then pick them up and put them up there while he's reading the book. Put them up there, dude. Wow.
I can't wait for this thing. This is great. It's what I want.
It's written by a professor. I mean,
it is.
Yeah. Can't wait for you to break it down into 5 slides for us.
You mean 8 slides? Yeah, 8 slides. Yeah, can't wait. With paragraphs, please. Please with paragraphs. We'd appreciate that.
I'll put in the first person for you too, so you can read
I think he means tabs, Johnson. There's tabs.
Yeah, like the sticky pad. No, yeah, like tabs where you get the tabs, but not the plastic ones. He wouldn't use those. He'd use the like 3M. What is that? Post-it note ones. Yeah.
Yep. This is great. So looking forward to that one. We got news this week that the 25th anniversary one-shot Phantom Menace comic is coming out in May. So if you're excited for that one, this thing looks awful, I think, but whatever. It is going to focus on the early days and the secret life of Anakin as a kid. So that's what we want. That's what we want for the 25th anniversary. We want the early days.
Sounds wizard.
40 pages of this.
Hey, Thade, go ahead. 2 seconds. Tell us what you think of this.
I don't know.
No, you don't want. You just got on here and yelled about how you want no more Skywalker. Give it to us. 2 seconds, right? 3, 2, 1, go.
It sucks. It's Skywalker Saga. Crap. It sucks.
There it goes. All right.
There we go.
But what if they do Padme? Then you get Johnson's in. Jedi's in.
I mean, okay, fine. Like, fine.
Oh, sorry, Sabe. If they say Sabe, then Jedi's in. Okay.
I think it's even before it, though.
Then my pants will get sticky.
Oh, Jesus Christ. All right, next up.
Space boner.
All right. Dark Horse is Dark Horsing.
Oh, my God. Are they doing Jesus?
What? I don't know. Well, we need to talk about this at some point. I don't know if it needs to be a whole segment.
We'll do it next week. We'll talk about it next week.
Hyperspace Stories. This one was supposed to come out in April. It got delayed until June, and now it's got delayed until October. This is the first of 8 trade paperbacks that were all supposed to come out this year, one every month, and there's a bunch of them on the Phantom Menace for the 25th anniversary. Now we're going to get the very first one maybe in October, which is a year after it was announced. What is going on with Dark Horse, and why can't they get stuff out when they see they need to get stuff out?
They might lose this fucking licensing again. There's a book this week that I talked to Wayseeker. It's been on. It has literally had 3 FOCs. Some places say it's coming out next week. It's not. Some people say it's coming out in 3 months or whatever. They don't know. Like it literally just says coming out when this is not. And I will tell you this. Talking about influencers, just wait till they find out about this because they're going to eat it up like that. Remember that last Dark Horse book, the one that was the one shot?
Yeah.
That they spiked the price on that bullshit too. Yeah. And all you had to wait was 2 weeks and then it'd come down. Dude, it's going to be a mess. It's literally going to be a mess. So
they can't get
one. They should just give it to Boom. They should just make the rounds. Give it to Boom next, and then
Dynamite.
who can figure this.
Dynamite's going to have 80 covers.
Everything.
Yeah, they have all the different shades covers.
Oh my god! Yeah.
Ethan Sachs came out this week and he talked about this Jango Fett miniseries, which Dom is so excited about. He said it's going to explore Jango when he's at the top of his game. So it's before Phantom Menace, back when he's there, and it's going to be a street level story. So it's going to be,
everything Dom's been promising.
Everything Dom wants.
Yep.
Everything you could ever ask for. It's what you want with Boba Fett, but you don't get
DC.
Boba Fett,
Maybe.
Jango.
Fuck John. Give it to him. Give it. Yeah. There's been a lot of very good people almost getting the bell. I've been holding back on it, but John gets it. Maybe DC will get fucking Star Wars Kids series next.
Ring the bell.
You got it, dude. You got it.
So there you go, Dom. This is what you want. You're getting exactly what you want.
Not exactly, but I'm taking.
It is pretty much exactly what you want.
It's exactly what you've asked for.
But not the Fett that I want.
Why, hey Dom? Why every time you ask for something, you get it, and then you're not happy?
But it's not. Anyway,
he asked for it with Boba Fett, not with Jango Fett.
And to answer
he asked for Jango Fett too. You forget he asked for Jango Fett too.
To answer everybody in the chat, I am Thade. I am not Kyle. I am Thade.
No, Kyle says you are him and he is you. So I don't know.
Oh dear God,
you're good.
We are not the same human.
I don't know. We've never seen you both in the same room.
That is a true fact. We've never seen you both in the same room.
You could be typing that for all we know.
Yeah.
Well, Thade lives in a mansion with a grand piano, and Kyle has curtain problems.
Meat curtains.
I'll take
Secret
this.
layer.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah, no, it actually looks like it's gonna be good. So I hope it is for your sake. And we need some more good comics, anyways. So 20th anniversary Battlefront edition will be coming out on March 14th. So in a couple weeks, it's coming out on Switch, PC, Xbox, PlayStation. All of the bonus content that was done over the years for the game will be included, so you'll be able to play with. I think it's Ventress and Kit Fisto, and there'll be some other maps and all that stuff. This is one of the best Star Wars games of all time, and so I hope Aspire does a really good job of porting it and updating it.
Did you just call it Aspire?
Aspire is the name of the
I
company.
think it's clear though. I don't believe them for 1 second anymore when they talk about bonus content. They're the only gaming company I know that's got a lawsuit right now going on for the fact that they didn't give you the bonus content they promised. So
they're called Aspire.
That's the company's called. That's what they are. So
they're definitely an Aspire.
So hopefully this is good. If you've never played this game, I recommend you giving it a try. This game is a blast. And it's aged way better than KOTOR. And so I hope the newest port and update does it justice.
I don't know about that. KOTOR is better than you guys think. It's just the graphics aren't.
No, KOTOR, you just can't hit anything. Like you shoot like 45 times and then you finally hit something.
You just gotta know what to upgrade.
It's so frustrating. Like at the beginning of the game, like you're swinging with the vibroblade and you're like missing, and you're like the guy's like right in front of you, and you still miss. You're like, I got force powers and I can't hit the guy right in front of me. Like, what is wrong with this game? Oh man, that game. Don't get me started.
But too many points in charisma.
All right, for people that play Brawlhalla, I don't even know what Brawlhalla is.
Fucking worst debate we've had on here before.
What?
Go ahead.
For people that play Brawlhalla, Anakin and Obi-Wan are coming to Brawlhalla. This game's been out for years. I've never played
it. What are fuck are you talking? Nobody plays this.
People still play it, but I don't know why. It's like a fighting party game, right? Isn't that what it is?
No, I don't fucking know because nobody plays this.
I don't know. I never played it.
Obviously,
nobody fucking plays this.
People who play it, they put these characters in it, so obviously somebody does.
It's Star Wars news coming to game, so I put Anakin and Obi-Wan are coming to Brawlhalla. So those that play the game, there you go. Your dream, you can play Anakin and Obi. And that is the week in Star Wars.
That is the dream.
Hey, Kyle just bought the game.
Yeah.
No, he just bought the grand piano that's behind him on Fade.
Sticks plays the game. Sticks knows.
Of course, Sticks plays it. Oh, good lord!
Probably only because of Doctor Who crossover.
Sticks plays the game that hurts my argument. But
all right, are we going into comics news now? Because all right. This week we had the nope. That's what you had. Move that. Where the hell is it? Oh, it's not here. I gotta bring it back. Great, awesome. Oh, because I had changed something.
Fill time for 20 seconds.
Kill time for 20 seconds while I do this. Thank you, JJ. Okay, good job. Silence is great. That's great to be on the internet and have silence. Way to kill 20 seconds.
It's awkward for you, Marco. It's like Marco makes a mistake. Let's make it as awkward as possible.
Don't blame us for your lack of preparation.
Yeah, right. Bloating everybody's shit in. Yeah, it was 72 years
Marco
old.
have a red room going on.
What's that?
What's going on with the red rooms? Both you guys, you and Jedi.
Oh, I just felt I'm wearing my Darth Maul shirt, and I felt like.
Oh, speaking
Darkside.
of Star Wars video games, though, I did notice that announcement for Battlefront came from Nintendo Direct too, but they didn't mention Hunters at all. Still, so
Not good.
Get that.
Not good. Green pretzels, not good. Here we go. Make sure. Hey, by the way, from now on, too, we're all going to try to change around so that we can use our radio voices. All right, guys. Star Wars number 43. This is the second part of Star Wars 42. Remember, there's huge hype on 42. We told you it was only going to last for 43. There was a sweet 125 by Woo. We'll get into that later.
Sweet 125.
Get out of it. Shut your mouth.
Do you want to know what they're going for on eBay?
We're going to cover that later, Wayseeker. Just relax.
It's sweet. Nobody thinks
it's it's super sweet. Yes, it is. All right. So once again, Luke got beat up and then he lost his arm again. Yeah, he's in this prison thing. And then he steals a baby from a dead man, which, like, yeah, cool, whatever. And then as he's doing that, he's trying to make the Sith guy, like, be good. And this guy's like, screw you, dude. I'm not going to be good. And he tries to cut him in half, but he misses him. And then all of a sudden, Luke Skywalker's lightsaber turns from yellow to green. And he's like, holy shit, it's green.
Grow back?
Yeah, and his hand grew back. And then Vader's behind him.
What's going on in this comic?
We got to fight. And then he fights him in a fast-forward scene that hasn't happened yet, where he fights him on the fucking the second Star Destroyer, which whatever. Then he, like, powers the girlfriend that he wants to lay and comes back, and she's like, cool, you're back. End of this story. This story really sucked as a two-part story. And then they all look sad, even though he's got a green fucking lightsaber.
This is going to get worse. You right? We know that this is going to get worse.
Well, at least they're getting out of here after this. Like,
no. They're going to the trial of Lando for like 4 episodes.
Oh, yeah. Oh, this is even worse. Yeah, they ended this shitty so they could lead into the trial of Lando, which is the worst. Yeah, guy sucks. Anyways, next week, though, we're going to get Thrawn number 2. And we're going to get the second. I don't know why we're getting the second print from Thrawn 1. Because actually, they replaced all those covers without taking.
Are they beaming them up on the starship? What's with the line?
Well, as you may or may not know, they replaced pretty much all the covers without proof for the Thrawn number 1. So there's tons of those out there. Anyways. Okay, also next week we're going to get a collection. I don't know why, but Wayseeker wants me to put these in here now. So the Epic Collection's coming out for Rise of the Sith. It's Darkside 1 through 5. Just read the shit. I'm not reading the shit out. This isn't fucking SNS. We don't just put paragraphs up there and then fucking read them word for word. Go ahead.
A lot of comics from Dark Horse.
Yeah, a lot of Dark Horse comics.
Probably not good comics, but that's okay.
Fair enough. All right, FOC. Here you go, Dom. You ready for this? Are you buying that Jedi? Are you buying that one for your wife, Omega?
I've already ordered that one. Yeah,
awesome.
Yep.
The 1 in 25 is stupid.
Yeah, I like the one on the right. I wouldn't buy it because I don't collect it, but I think the cover's good.
Yeah, it's
the Reaper cover.
Yeah, the Reaper.
I ordered the one that wasn't reversed, but that's a good one too.
I just reversed my point up there. I was too lazy to flip it fucking back around. Thanks a lot for calling out, Jedi.
Get a little pop. People want that cover probably.
Yeah, Women's History Month cover, that one.
Jedi, I hope yours has Marvel rubbed right across the fucking front of that bitch. I'll reverse one then.
You never know. Marvel could actually print them in reverse. The way they're printing lately.
So. Yeah, you never know how they're printing them lately. Yeah, I wish that was how they first had her come out. That would have been really good.
Yeah. Man, the camel though. First appearance of the camel on cover.
There's one more issue, right?
This is 6. I got to go through 8.
Appearance too.
Two more, right? Two more? Is it 8?
There's 8 episodes. Yeah. Okay. But there you go, Dom. Get the first camel cover. Buy it.
Qui-Gon.
Yeah.
Even though it looks nothing like Liam Neeson.
First rocks coming at fucking Obi's forehead.
Yo, first moon on Tatooine.
Double moon, you mean on Tatooine?
Double moon.
Thank you very much.
Oh, let me see. Oh, double moon. There you go.
All right, so we were talking about this already. It's the 125. We've been doing this lately. People enjoy it. We're looking at what it's been selling for the week. This is Star Wars 24, the incentive. Highs of $20, which is under ratio. Average of $10, low $7.99. It really has been selling for like $8-9, probably about 10 average. So if you like this cover, if you're like, woo, get one really cheap because you can. There's still some available.
There's still some out there for under $10.
Last cover of Luke's yellow lightsaber.
Right, Jesus. Negative yellow lightsaber kind of space type thing with Star Wars. There's a trade dress on it, guys. It sucks. But that reminded me to go back and look at 42. 42's average dropped from originally the week of when this book was around $48 to $18.50 now. So if you missed out on this book and you really had to have it and you didn't listen to us in the first place when we said give it a couple weeks, 1 month later, this book is now trading below $18.
You can probably get it much cheaper than that too, if you're lucky.
Well, not much, but you get a little bit. Thank you, Kyle, for the. I gotta say it because he gave a $2 bare minimum. All right, super chat, Kyle 64791, $2 super chat. Thanks so much for that. I am Thay. Thay, thank you for the $2. Look, Thay's looking down. He is. He donated a $2 super chat. We called him.
Yeah, you see? There you go.
No, I am not.
All right. Anyways, yeah. So now is the time to buy it if you had not bought that 125. Speaking of sweet 125s, because I got one first deal and deal, just because, as you know, these newer ones, I don't know if you can see it, they do not have that little rub at the top. So a lot of these have hit the market. I would say they're probably still going to go even cheaper than this. However, $38 used to be the average. They are now going down to about $27 for an average. You can probably get them in a week for about $20. There's going to be a couple auctions coming up too. So if you missed out on this 1 in 25, which for some reason was percentage-wise more expensive than the 1 in 100, I don't understand that either because there's more of these. Know that the price is coming down on it, so it's a book to look for. I mean, it's still above ratio, but I mean, there's going to be a lot. Yes, I have to read all the super chats, John. That's why we don't ask.
We get so few ones on the show, no one actually knows.
Yeah. So many new viewers that they don't know that I actually have to do that, and I do not like it. All right, so we got a new segment. Rumor has it Pete actually put together some production. It's horrible, so I'm going to play it for you all next. Arguably one of the worst production pieces we've ever seen on Revision before. Thank you for that, Pete.
Yes.
You could have picture
Did he ask permission before he made that emoji?
Yeah.
What's that?
Did he ask Sam's permission before he made that emoji?
No, why?
It looks like Sam. to me.
Does it? Let's do it again then. Wow. Okay.
I feel like we should have had a demo in the background because like that would have been made more sense.
Like it was one of those like
jingle, but whatever.
It's like one of those cell phone company commercials geared towards old people.
I will also say that we are all criticizing them, but none of us put that together. So there you go.
That's how it works on the channel.
What did Wookiee Fanatics say?
How's this not Dom's section?
Yeah, how isn't it? Because it kind of was. Dom put one of the things. There was a part that was discussed between Dom and JJ, so we'll cut it out because I put both of theirs. Why is it?
What?
Sam, we have you on our thing. Yeah, I cut a lot of stuff out of the private chats, guys. What is going on with this show at this point? That was real nice production. Thank you. Did you feel okay? See, this is the part. Here we go. This is Dom. Yeah, here we go. So somebody in one of our chats put this bullshit in here about how we got to watch this.
Wayseeker that put that.
Wayseeker. And then Dom got involved in it, and then JJ got involved on it. Pretty much the rumor is that there's going to be characters from Dathomir and having to do with the Night Sisters involved. And then Dom said it was going to be Ventress, and then JJ came back and said, no, the quote is Ventress won't be till after 8. Therefore, we decided to take 2 other characters that have been slightly rumored to be in there. One other, obviously.
I just want to point out that Joel Aaron actually works on Bad Batch, and so it's not like it's just some person. So the person that works on Bad Batch is telling us to watch this episode.
Yeah, Donnie Cates wrote comics too, but he still trolled you about it. So
Yeah, I'm not debating that either way. I'm just saying then that spun off a whole who could be revived as far as the mother at it, and there's 2 mothers that we could have, and neither one this mother might show up. Some other Talzin, Star Wars, Darth Maul, son of Darth Mirror, number 2. Actually, this book's very interesting because it's been falling in price. $30 a decent amount ago, early probably in December. Those are $15.95. A lot of them are selling for $19 at this point. Not too many graded. There was, I think, a graded available for $142, but then the next graded available for a 9.8 CGC would be something like $400 almost is what asking price is. So
what?
Yeah, I know it's crazy. But for you people that are watching now, if you want this in the 9.8, that 142 sounds sexy. I'd go buy it. I just didn't put it on there because, for you people that watch live, you should get a little bit of a heads up on the rest of them. All right.
Don't buy the $450 one.
Yeah, don't buy the $495 one there. $425, whatever it was out of control. All right. And actually, this sells in a set a lot, so it's hard to get the individual ones out of it, especially in good shape. No to order 66. I don't know who I stole that background from, but the brick wall thing's been a tradition for 4 years. I know other people now have copied it, but
I love how the copyright for that brick wall is like older than me and JJ. So like 2005. That's how old that brick wall has been around that you copied.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, nice. The other mother that might have something to do with a resurrection of Ventress is Zelma. She's the mother of all mothers on Dathomir. Also a very cheap book that a lot of people don't see. Yeah, right. It is Star Wars number 23 and CGC's 9.6, $10.50. I can't believe that. No 9.8s, but last 9.6 sold for $10.50. This book is a dollar bin book. If they start getting into the Dathomir stuff, it does look like they're going to go for the Ventress stuff. Maybe taking these by linking keys that are dollar books might be an interesting thing because you know how it goes. I'm not saying this is the greatest book. I'm not saying to even pay $10 for a 9.6 on this book. I'm just saying you know how it goes when people need to create content, and this is something that will be created content on.
That cover is awful. Let's go.
Oh yeah,
that cover,
sweet, dude. I love this cover.
Up there for worst Star Wars cover.
You mean Quinlan Voss doing Tai Chi doesn't appeal to you?
Yeah, Quinlan Voss. It's got so much links to it.
What is that thing behind Quinlan Voss?
That is a given.
Yeah, and then behind that's when they they own the Rancor type things.
Yeah, and then that behind that's a Rancor, and behind that is I guess Mother Zalem.
It is Mother Zalem.
That thing is creepy behind Voss.
And that's one of the Night Sisters that was unified or not unified that Talzin unified.
Hey,
so
there were the figures of that too. They made a toy. It was also
there's an action figure of that thing, Waysick.
Yeah, I'm not spending $1 on that thing. That is
Quinlan Voss is
I'm gonna buy one for you, Wayseeker, and send it to you, and you can constantly see it.
If you don't get rid of the brick wall, I'm canceling the show. What's that?
Said send me some nubs along with it, please.
Okay. All right. Next up, last book that we need to look at, or 2 more books. I did 2 books for each rumor. The rumor, Wayseeker already talked about it, but we're not going to do Ventress because that makes no sense whatsoever. We're going to do Ray Sloan. There's a picture of her in her post, like right in her pre-first order days, which would make a lot of sense. Now, this book also gets sold in a lot of sets. It was popular at one time because of Grand Inquisitor, but it's also Ray Sloan's first appearance and is falling for a raw average now of $12. CGC 9. Say it loud, say it clear, so y'all can understand. CGC 9.8, $75 last sale. Last CBCS 9.8 within weeks of each other. $59.99. Feel free to send your shit to CBCS.
And PX, $22.
Yeah, no, PX, they give you a $5 refund. You buy the book, they give you $5 back. That's what they give you.
It's a rebate.
Yeah, it's a rebate. Yeah, you just got to mail it in. All right, there you go. Good book. If you don't have it anyways, it's starting to fall and being cheap, so if you missed out on it. This one is tough because a lot of these people after we saw in Ahsoka the what's her name, Sabine and everything, just decided to try to liquidate a lot of these books. And they're trying to liquidate them in sets because that's where they're getting their best money from. So
great series.
Yeah, it is. It's a really good series. Yep. The trade paperbacks or the hardcover
They changed the origin of Kane in the Bad Batch.
Let me explain how math works to you, BK. If the lower number is not greater than a higher number, for instance, $75 would be greater. This symbol, the caret symbol that you have, so it should say CGC greater than CBCS because $75. I was going to say so. $75 is more than $59.99. Very good. Okay, learned something new. All right. Next up, we've also got, and this actually is out there. People love. I think it just is because people start to buy this character when they didn't know what to do, but this was a character we've been talking about for a long time. You saw this book spike when they started hearing about the Grisk and stuff towards the end of Ahsoka. It has kind of held a little bit strong. This was a $30 book towards the end. Last month-ish, it's been a $30 book. It started for the A cover. The A cover is starting to fall back down. A covers now are between $15 and $20, and really not between. It's $15 or $20. They're like sitting at that $19 mark. A lot of them sneak a $15 in here, but it's rare. Which is a lot more than that A cover was going for pre-Ahsoka and pre-Thrawn showing up, which is very interesting. We know this is kind of like when we tell you what the influencers kind of do with some books, like when we were talking about the Two Mothers. This is one too that they hit up. All of a sudden, the price starts spiking on it.
Very fine near mint. Just to make sure.
Oh yeah, well, I see. Oh, because he said very good. But then he said it was very good. Sure. No, the guy said it. The guy listed it as very good. Okay. It could be mint, and so I took that.
Right? That means it's like a 7. Oh,
okay. No. But then I looked at it, and I'll be honest. From the pictures that he did show, I don't want to say this because every clown says it, even though they don't know what the fuck they're talking about. There was, sometimes in Marvel, they have that like spine press that's after the spine mark. It's 0.2 of an inch in multiple sections because of how it was shipped in the mailer box. Mm-hmm. I'm not going to say you can press it out. You can press it out. That was there. There's 4 different instances of those damage. Didn't look like a lot of color break on it. So yes, I would. Yeah, but he called it very good. Could be mint. So
describe it as very good.
Very good
conditions. Like, either that means it's in really crappy condition. You didn't want to tell me about it, or they're actually honest and it's still in crappy condition.
Yeah, so exactly. I would put it as near mint when you saw it and whatever.
So the rumor is Angela Bassett's going to play Erlani.
Somebody did say, yeah, that started coming out.
That would be horrible.
Yeah, because people are on the Erlani rumor mill. So then all of a sudden they announced that it's a character and it could be related to the Ahsoka show. Yeah, so people were like. Oh, it's going to be Erlani. That's who it is because she's coming. It's one of those like.
It's not so much that it's Angela Bassett playing her. It's that it's Erlani, and hey, they cast another female character.
They cast a female. Yeah. That's the rumor. So
that's who I wanted it to be all along.
Yeah, I mean, we do think that this character will show up eventually. We've been saying it for years now, but I don't think Bassett's playing. Look, I mean, Dom should have. You're right. Dom should have done this section. He could have pumped it up better, and it would have gotten more play. I just report the nonsense.
Likely
pick for his Asajj Ventress for you, not Angela Bassett. To be freaking goddamn Jada Pinkett Smith.
This is what the chat says to you, Margo.
To be honest with you,
that's what Kyle says. But go ahead, Dom. I didn't hear what Dom said because you guys were talking over.
I'm saying Jada Pinkett Smith could play Ventress.
Move closer to the mic.
No, she's bald. Jada Pinkett Smith. She's bald and she's crazy.
She's like just old.
Okay, I wish I didn't hear that. Fade, go ahead. Next time, just cut him off.
Yeah.
Most likely, if Angela Bassett is playing anybody, it's going to be Ray Sloan. If anything, that's my opinion of it. I'm saying if anything. I mean, again, it's just a rumor until you guys hear this shit officially. So.
Oh yeah, I mean, I have.
She's playing if she's playing Star Wars. Most likely, she's playing a character we've never heard of. Let's be clear.
Yeah.
That's also possible.
All right, back to Dom. Looking for that. Got it. Dom, can she do backflips though?
You know what? I don't know. Rumor has it she probably could do a lot more.
I'm sure a lookalike stunt person could do the backflips for her.
And she definitely. All kidding aside, you think I'm joking that she could play the crazy part. That's what I'm trying to say. And Ventress is crazy.
Can I just get through the 125 though? The 125.95 previous sale was around 90 some for a Raw on that real quickly. It's been a long time since a graded version saw it. Okay, good on that. I finally got through whatever. That actually went better than I thought. I thought we were gonna have a lot of hooting, hollering, and yelling and nonsensical stuff. But Jedi really kept his composure on that segment. He didn't shit on it too bad. So thank you for that, Jedi. Good job.
No, you're welcome. Now, if there's one thing that I am not good at and know very little about, it is fan casting who's going to play what. So
I don't know that shit either. I'm bad at it. Pete's mad about me. He's like, how don't you know who this actor is? All right, next. Fuck, we're not doing this next, are we? Can we just do?
What are we doing next?
Can we do sculptures before we get? I'm warning. Listen, because I'm warning the entire chat.
Do whatever you want.
Yeah. Okay. This is what I'm warning the entire everybody. This idea came up in our chat, and my response was no. Okay.
What?
How they wanted to do Bad Batch. No, it was. Wayseeker gave a rough example of this, and my response was what? No.
Do you know that me and JJ had a discussion with you about it a week before? You're like, it sounds good. That's exactly what you said. We gave you the exact
way
it said, Marco was like, it sounds good.
It works.
You what you said, and then I put it in the chat, and you're like, no. Like, what the hell? You just said it sounds good. Like that was
that's not true. No.
Yeah, you did say it sounds good.
Yeah,
I'm bringing the receipts.
It does sound good. It sounds good in theory, but then when you say this is what we are going to do, I was like, do you show up on Sundays? No, this is going to be a train wreck. So I think we should hold off on the train wreck. Okay, hold off. Let's get level set here. Fade and Dom, you guys ready for some level setting?
Yes.
All right, we're gonna do the statue thing, taking over sensation. Damn it, Wayseeker. This is my lead-in that I have to go pee. Could you please get back and run this? No? Okay, great. So thanks a lot, Wayseeker. All right.
You shouldn't.
All right, here we go. Bad Batch Spotlight.
You should have turned on him.
All right. So this week, because we're going to be talking about Bad Batch later on, I decided to do a Bad Batch statues, Bad Batch and people related to the Bad Batch statues spotlight. One of them is a custom job that is a one-of-a-kind thing. People aren't going to be able to get their hands on. The rest of it could probably be found either officially on the websites of each of the companies that make the things or on secondary markets. So take it away.
You can't. We got to kill time for about 30 seconds. Oh no, he's still there.
All right.
I can do it.
Oh, Jedi's got it. Okay.
All right, cool. Jedi's got it. All right, so this is Crosshair by Sideshow Collectibles. Some of these, since they're Bad Batch, they don't have like the major official statues that have like numbers that have like edition numbers. These are just straight up $165 on the Sideshow Collectibles website. They're called snap together statues. So there's a little bit of Kabukiaka. Kabukiaka. Yeah, that one. These first couple are going to be this style of snap together statue. There's some assembly required for these. They're $165. So next, there's one for Sideshow. There's one for Tech, Crosshair, and one for Wrecker. And they all $165 a piece. You can do them with helmet, without, just however you want to display them. So go to the next one. And here's the one for Wrecker.
I'm actually surprised that it's still the same price. A much bigger.
Now, the next one, as you move on to the next slide, this is a custom that Dom is friends with on Instagram. He basically mocked up an adult version of Omega, and she's a bounty hunter. She wears Cad Bane's jacket and hat, from what I can tell. And she's basically set up to be a successor to Fett or what have you. It actually is pretty cool for a custom. This guy has a lot of customs on his site on Instagram. I think he did really good with it.
I'm gonna wonder what happens to that trench coat though when that jetpack fires up.
Yeah,
who knows?
I think I do know.
Logic at Star Wars. there is no logic. But nah, it's just it looks pretty. It looks pretty cool. We don't know what Omega's going to be down the road. Getting older. Boba Fett might. I don't know. He finds out
something before we get to the show. Do you guys think she has white hair or blonde hair? I always assumed it was kind of white.
It seems.
It
Depends.
It seems blonde, kind of in season 3 here, but
yeah, watching season 3, it seems blonde, but before it seemed white to me. So who knows?
Yeah, she had a hard life, so it's more. It looks more white.
Whoever made this had to borrow that head from some doll, right? I mean,
yeah.
I assume you could 3D print it. Maybe I have no idea, but I'm kind of curious where you got the doll.
It's a pretty cool doll head.
That's actually an interesting thought there in the chat. Romagren says she could be the armorer. I mean, we don't know who the armorer is under the helmet.
No, the armor is more of is more Rookcast, maybe Rookcast, more a Mandalorian follower back in the day. We'll find out maybe later.
Yeah, because we know she was Death Watch, and the chance for
Omega
to be in Death Watch is pretty much kind of sort of past.
We don't even know if Omega makes it out this season. It looks like it might be a bleak season. We don't know. So
who knows?
Who knows?
Like I said, this is a custom piece, so there's one of a kind. You probably won't be able to get your hands on it, but I thought it was interesting, and I could not find anything worthy for Omega to show in the spotlight. So here you go.
There's no Omega statue. Now the only thing Omega has is a Funko Pop, and she has a Black Series figure.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah.
Next.
I don't know what that is.
I had to show Boba Fett, of course, because he is a member of the Bloodline. He is the perfect clone of Jango Fett, and this is the coolest statue of Boba Fett I found. Aside from he's got one that's like this, but it's with Fennec Shand as well.
Boba Fett.
Yeah, this is the Book of Boba Fett statue. It was $150 on Sideshow. If you want to pick one of these up on Sideshow Collectibles, you have really better get in and get it now because they have only about 11 or so left as of today when I made this slide. So
I have the one Fennec Shand.
Thanks, Kyle.
$150 is relatively cheap. Is that thing like just like that big or something? It can't be very big.
It's
I have
relatively sized. Not like that.
Normally sideshow stuff like
this is also you have to understand that $150 right now is actually a discounted
Dom's gonna go
price.
get it. Dom's gonna go get it. God, you had to ask.
This is at a discounted price because they're selling out of these.
So you have to ask.
Dom
actually
owns it.
It's actually at about a 45% off, I believe, right now, selling for the last few that they've got on Sideshow.
So here's
Is
the
this
question.
GT Comics?
You just told Dom there's 11 left. Is Dom buying all 11 right now? Is that really what he's doing?
I don't know. Go to next. Go. Huh?
And the final, I had to put a pretty cool Jango Fett.
Here we go.
That I found.
This Jango.
And for the giveaway, this is what you like to give away today.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, misleading. Does the Fennec come with it, or is that just?
Yeah, Fennec does come with it.
Yeah, Fennec comes with it.
Okay.
That's a different one.
This is. I mean, it's based on this model, but it's
110.
one has Fennec and the other one doesn't.
That's the Deluxe. Oh, I like that shirt. Wait, hey, let's see the shirt.
Red Fett Redemption.
That's
I like that. That's
Got
cool.
the shirts, baby. It's all about the shirts.
All right, let's go.
That's it.
Yeah, that Jango Fett. There's a Boba Fett like.
Dude, I'm the one who put your shit up there. GT, what are you talking? Go ahead.
So this is I put Jango in here because he is the template of the Bad Batch. He is the template of the clones. He is also the template of Omega and Boba. This was, I believe, produced in 2017. It originally went for $165. However, you can get it on the secondary market for a little over that, sometimes a little under that, depending on where you look. But I just thought it was a really cool model, and like I said, really cool statue. And like I said, since he's the template of the clones of the Bad Batch and everything else, I figured he needed to be shown here. So
it's just a prop for to sit there just to show you how big the statue is.
yeah, and that apple, it's a prop to show you how big it is.
So I'm sorry, Trey. They have two other statues that are like this. The one Boba Fett, and they also have Boba Fett concept. The Ralph McQuarrie freaking Boba Fett statue. So
yeah, I did recall seeing those today when I found this one. So yeah. And that is the end of the statues. So
see, not
there you
much
go,
for
everybody.
not much for Bad Batch. Bad Batch. That's another thing too. They came out with a few Bad Batch things in the first season. The second season, they never came out with anything with Bad Batch.
Nope.
Like they didn't come out with Black Series figures. They did, right? They came out with the Black Series figures for the second with the new costumes. They didn't have any Funkos, and they didn't have any statues. So
didn't they? Matt, check the chat. Kyle, check the chat. I just heard some fucking hilarious news. Go ahead. Sorry. Go.
Dom, didn't they just announce a new tech statue or something?
No, they announced a new that tech. Jesus, I'm going on the blank now. He's the what's his face? Rex saved them.
Thank you.
Oh, Echo.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Echo.
Yeah.
No, mini bust. A mini bust that came out with.
Kyle, move it to SNS. Don't. Hey, just a word of advice. If you want to blame me for stuff, go ahead. But I would suggest just don't rev your channel. Just don't rev your channel. Whatever you do, don't rev it. All right. Shout out.
Oh Lord.
These statues are nice, man. That Django is really. I seen that statue for real. It's a pretty expensive stat. It's 165, but I think that is actually going for a lot more, right? If you have it in hand.
Yeah, it's going. The highest I saw it for on secondary market was $750.
Yeah.
Couldn't happen to a nicer fucking guy. All right, cool. What else we got?
That's it on the statues. So I guess move on to Dom's toys.
Toys?
Yeah.
All right, let's do toys. Go ahead, Marco. Take your break.
Take a break. All right, so these are actually.
You don't need a break. Let's get to Bad Batch. I'm sorry, dude. I just heard something really funny. Let's go.
We already started toys. You're too late.
I can't. Toys are 15 slides. We got to get to Bad Batch. Jedi has to go to dinner, dude. We have to go to Bad Batch, right, Jedi?
Sure. I'm just a guest here.
All right, let's do Bad Batch. We'll come back to toys.
Yeah, we got to do Bad Batch because he's either going to fall asleep or get so hungry he has to go eat. Let's get into Bad Batch. Sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. Man. This is why you should turn off internal chat. Somebody put something very funny in the chat, and I'm sorry. All right, let's get back to it. The Bad Batch. All right, this is how we're going to do it. I'm going to start muting people. Each person here had selected 2 scenes, excluding myself, of Bad Batch that they thought were the best parts of Bad Batch, and they're going to explain to you why. That's how we're doing the review.
Not necessarily best, just to remember quick, just something they wanted to talk about.
Where's my
They hate it, I don't know.
It could be horrible. We could have picked horrible scenes.
Okay, whatever. I doubt you guys picked horrible scenes. I'm going to just internally call it in my head. You get a minute to make your point. If you go too far over, I'm going to mute you. Oh my gosh. All right. Don't make fun of him. No, I have my traditions where I say goodnight to my kids and stuff. Jedi has a tradition where he sits down and has a meal with his beautiful, lovely wife. That's a good thing. Don't make fun of him for that, you heathens.
Yeah.
All right, Bad Batch. Here we go. Why are we doing this? Fine. All right, cool. I don't know if this is gonna work.
That's the title of the first episode.
Yeah, this is gonna be fucking bad, bro. This is gonna be bad.
You're the one that dictates how good
This is not. All right, scene number 1: M count testing and Omega plus Omega blood. Jedi, start us off. You've got 60 seconds. Well, I got mine.
Okay, I think I'll be faster than that. So, I mean, this scene is important. We see Omega. She's doing a daily thing where she gives blood. It sets the tension. These scenes ramp up the tension that we know is going to culminate at some point. So that's really it. I mean, the storytelling. I thought this was a great part of the storytelling of these, especially episodes 1 and 3, with these scenes where we saw the blood, because we all know something is going to pop to where Omega's blood is going to be vital to the story.
All right, cool. Dom, Here you go, Dom. Good points there. You got like 5 points, Jedi. Dom, real quickly. Does this mean all your theories have come true?
No, because no. Well, the whole fact is when her blood, everybody's talking about her being force sensitive. She's able to hold the Midi-chlorian count.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Hold on, Wayseeker. Wayseeker, you got muted. Wayseeker's muted. Wayseeker's done. Minus points for
sensitive. She's just able to hold the blood, the blood that was dripping inside all the containers. That's the Emperor's blood. That was able to see if it could connect with the any of the clones' bloods. And
where's his thing? I got it there. Mute. Okay. JJ, he went over his time. JJ, you're a curmudgeon at everything. Please be a curmudgeon about M counts.
Yeah, I wasn't super thrilled about the reintroduction. So in Ahsoka, we learned, well, anybody can use the Force if you try hard enough type thing. And now we're back to midichlorians, so I don't know what's going on there. But I kind of agree with Jedi. This kind of did sit the whole theme for the season going forward. The most interesting part to me was her trashing the blood, as in Nala Se probably kind of knew ahead of time what the results were going to be if they did Omega's blood. So that was interesting.
That 1 point maybe for whatever nonsense you just said. Thade, can I ask you one question on this one really quickly?
Sure.
Do you actually give a crap if if Snook becomes from the blood of Omega?
No.
Okay, good. Thank you. Good point. All right, next slide. Here we go. Good job, most of you.
Talk. What's up with that?
What?
I didn't get a chance to talk. Thanks.
You got muted again. All right, here we go. Next scene.
You can't mute him.
Next scene. Hey, I mean, that's how the game's played. Next scene, scene 2. Does that say Batcher?
Yeah, that was the name of the
it was the creature's name.
Or she befriended or whatever.
Oh, I didn't give a shit about this. All right, so speaking of things that nobody gave a shit about, just like blue teddy bears, Wayseeker, this is obviously your slide because of Batcher. Go ahead.
Can't help it. What I liked about this slide is everything in this prison is set up to isolating you. You saw that with like Crosshair and all of the other clones. They have completely dejected.
30 seconds left.
They have no sign of life. And here we see with her, she is not willing to let herself get cut off. She has compassion. She has empathy. And that is the one thing the Empire can't stop. The Empire can't stop people who have hope and empathy and compassion. And here we see it. And that's going to be what goes forward with the show and why she's so important.
We read into that one.
That's a book report. All right, next up. Jedi, how did your wife feel when she saw this little heathen kid feeding a dog and helping it out?
I always tell that my wife has not watched it yet.
Oh, damn it. Well, that fell asleep. Minus 1 point for you. All right. Dom, go ahead. Say something about a theory on this one.
Well, it's always about the animals. The animals always have connections with the strong characters in the shows. Ezra had it with the wolves and the Purgle. So Omega has she has some type of
Nope. Okay.
He's going right to the point.
Nope. Thade, go ahead. Ran out of time. Sorry, Dom. Ran out of time. Thade.
Okay, so I like Omega's compassion here. I think that she's going. I do agree that the part of this whole thing is going to be compassion, but I honestly, with her dealing with this creature, I still think she's doomed. I think this is the calm before the storm.
Dark.
What? No. Okay. Does anybody JJ? Do you want to say anything about this?
No, it's Wayseeker's reading way too far into this.
Yeah. Okay.
This is the leverage for the escape later on.
Yes, absolutely. Way too much importance into the scene. Anybody who said anything about what JJ, 20 points for you. Anybody who said anything else, no. All right. Does anybody want to defend it? Raise your hand if you want to defend it. I'll give 30 seconds to anybody that wants to defend the scene.
That scene.
Anybody who wants to defend the scene. Anybody? No? Okay, moving on. Next scene. 3. Oh, 3. Who is 3? 3's back to Jedi. We're burning our guest early. Jedi. Scene 3. Omega and Crosshair imprisonment.
So, I mean, I hate to say it, it's gonna lose me points, but this kind of ties into what Wayseeker was saying. she shows compassion to everybody. She doesn't give up, even on Wayseeker, who doesn't deserve really any compassion based on what he's done before.
On Crosshairs, you mean?
I'm sorry, Crosshair, not Wayseeker. Wayseeker to some degree, but not quite.
Minus 1 point.
I thought that would get me a point. Anyway, so yeah, she's very compassionate, and it's not shown here, but she day to day she goes through the same routine. She's not losing hope. Even though you can see when she looks out the window, she has every reason to lose hope because hundreds of days are going by, or at least 120 or whatever. But yeah, it just shows how strong-willed she is, and that's going to come into that's the Omega that we know and love. I don't know.
That's one thing. All right, I won't deduct points for that. Faye, do you have anything to add in?
I say that. Okay, so like this scene right here, she has the doll, and I'm not. I keep in mind, I did not watch the 2 seasons before this, so I don't know the significance of that doll. I don't know if it's just something that was there.
Wrecker gave her a doll. Wrecker gave her a doll that looks similar to it, but it's not made out of straw.
She made this.
Okay,
minus 5 points.
She made this one. Okay, so. I think that the taking care of the doll shows her compassion. The fact that she won't give up on Crosshairs, I agree there. Crosshairs doesn't deserve it from what I've read the backstory of the other 2 seasons, but she still won't leave him. And there's a point where Crosshairs even says, "Don't do anything extra for me. Leave me." And she's like, "No, I won't leave you. You're my brother." And Again, I think that this is showing her compassion, but I'm not sure where that's leading just yet.
Dom, this sounds like a lot of people with breaking hearts. Could you just give us some crazy off-the-wall theory about this?
Crazy off-the-wall theory is that, from this scene on, the whole scene that she finally connected with.
Move up.
She finally connected with Crosshairs, and when that happens, Doom is about to happen. So Crosshairs might be gone coming up soon because that he's showing that he's getting more of a spotlight now and more of the connection because he did tell her, if it was me, I would leave you. So, and she's like, no, I don't believe that. So his doom is on the way.
He's dying. Okay. They're all dying. We know that, but he's dying. Jedi, back to you to try to salvage this.
Well, no, I was just gonna counter Don's point. He's not saying that because he's an asshole. He's saying that because he cares about her. He doesn't want her. I think the Crosshair now would die for Omega, but he's being angry with her to get her to leave, to not risk herself for him. That's love.
I think we all understood that when we saw this show. Thank you very much for losing some points, Jedi. All right, Wayseeker, if we haven't had a bleeding heart yet, let's just throw it out there because I'm going to have JJ shit on everybody's dreams after this. Go ahead, Wayseeker.
I also like how this referred back to the early episodes. After every mission, they would put their check marks on the wall. And so it was a way of, I think, tying into her identity and bringing it back to the early episodes with the marks on the wall.
Okay, now that our ears are bleeding, JJ, could you please add some sense?
Like compassion, Omega, I get it. Yeah, fine. Like I kind of expect all that in the show, but I thought the most interesting thing was Crosshair. And this whole time he's in prison, there's something going on with him. He's got the shaky hands now. He can't shoot like he used to, which is his whole identity. So to me, Crosshair is the one that's changing more than Omega is. Omega's always been that way.
Yeah.
Can I say something here briefly?
Go ahead. Yep. Do
you think possibly it's because of clone degeneration that he's having problems?
No, I think it's because
I would assume, or something they've done to him when they're experimenting with his blood.
I think 2 things. One, actually a good point that I like to bring up to that thing. One, it was because the Bad Batch, I think, was purposely made as Omega 2. They were all tested out, and if you call it M counts or whatever you want to call it, they all have something special about them where I think that's why the doctor was keeping her separate, because all of these clones, they're calling them rejects, but they weren't really rejects. You know what I mean? I think they were the ones that they were trying to weaponize and see what they could, because I think they actually did realize that at one point the Emperor was going to try to come down on them and do what he did, destroy their planet. I thought that's what they were foreshadowing there the whole time. I'm glad you saw that, even though you didn't watch the first 2 episodes. I was wishing everybody else did. So everybody besides Figs gets negative 20 points. He gets 10 points. There you go. All right, awesome. Next up. Pass on. No, we're going to the next thing. I bet this is Dom. All right, yeah. Scene 4. Now remember, guys, they picked out these scenes, so like
you know what? Look,
tips from what?
No, you got to pick out like there's certain scenes. You know, like I said, like I was told one thing by Waveseeker, but I wanted to do something, but then I said, nah, look, I'm gonna stick with something different.
You're running out of time, Dom. Right, go.
Saying, no, the whole fact is I picked these scenes up for a particular reason. It's always great to see a new a syndicate that actually, besides the other syndicates that are out there, you know, and they really don't show the syndicate that much. Yeah, Roland Durant was in season 2 of the Bad Batch, and he was he tried taking over Sid's place, and he got his horn cut off by the pipes. But it's good to see Angelica Houston, who is playing the Queen right there, which is kind of cool. That
fucking tells her. Okay, all right. Here we go. Unfortunately, you just said we got to see more. There was more of this syndicate in season 2 than there was here.
No, I'm just saying, but to bring it back full circle. Let me finish.
No, that's not the point of this seg. The point is that you get cut off. All right, Jedi, you shook your head no, so I'm going to let you go now because you at least follow the rules. Jedi, significance or anything you'd like to say about this scene?
You know, I agree with Dom that it's always good to see them, but like you said, we've seen them plenty of them last season, and other than this scene really doesn't mean anything other than a little fan fiction for Dom, I guess. But yeah, that's all I got to say. It was a very quick, meaningless means to an end, so they would get directions or something.
And they gave the horn back.
All right, Wayseeker, 30 seconds. You're gonna get muted. Wayseeker, you got 30 seconds. Go.
I think it did have a little meaning. It's the whole enemy of my enemy is my friend, and so it's a way of showing how much they hate Sid and how they're willing to go to Sid's enemy, who they already worked against. And so they were able to bring that story in without having to bring Sid in.
30 seconds are up. That's way too much reading into it. JJ, your turn.
I think I kind of agree with Jedi. To me, it's fun to see it, but it's just MacGuffin to move the story forward more or less.
Hey, go ahead. 30 seconds.
Just a tidbit, just to get them aimed somewhere, to be honest.
All right, last word, Dom. 15 seconds. Go.
No, 15 seconds. All right, it finally came full circle.
10 seconds.
To the situation that the Pike that stole his horn gave it back, and they got directions, and now they move
5.
on.
All right, Dom got it. There you go. Ring the bell for Dom. You got 2 points just for finishing in the 15 seconds. Good job, Dom. All right. Excuse me. Scene 5. I caught COVID from Kyle. Scene 5. Meet Mox and the Clone Kids. Who is this? JJ?
This is me, yeah.
I actually like this. Yeah. Oh.
Well, again, it's not necessarily scenes you like. This was interesting, I think, from the fact that we got a lot of explanation of backstory of kind of how the clones were eliminated, just in this conversation here, from the orbital bombing, basically, of the old science experiment base. They took, like you were saying earlier, they took the clones, I think, that they thought had potential, left everybody behind, and released slithervines and orbital bombs on the thing to take them out. But it was very Beyond Thunderdome, Lost Kids tribe going on there. But I still thought it was interesting at the end, too. They get the whole going to the Pabu Island where they left them, so maybe that'll play in the future.
1 second. All right, there you go. Not bad, not bad. All right, Jedi, you got anything on these Lost Boy kids?
Yeah, I agree with JJ. A little touch of Lord of the Flies going on there a little bit. I don't know what other scenes are coming forward. I don't know if we're going to talk about the vines or not, but in case we don't, I'll just we are going to talk about the vines.
5 seconds.
Yeah,
4.
Next one.
3. You're about to get muted. Jedi got muted. All right, Wayseeker, you're up.
I didn't care about these kids at all, and I didn't want them to live, and I don't want to see them again.
Minus 20 points for Wayseeker hating human beings. All right, Thane, go ahead.
Killing kids, damn.
I think it was interesting to see the clone kids. I like how they said that they would drop them off on an island with some friends. I think these kids are going to continue, well, as long as, I guess, clones exist. You know, as long as clones can survive. I don't know if there's anything when it comes to that. But, yeah, that's pretty much my point. I like that they were included. It was an interesting little side quest, and I think it's cool that they're going to drop them off somewhere safe.
Hey, awesome. Thane, I got something to add on to that. You get 10 points because you're right on the same path that I am on. All right, Dom, give us what you got. Let's see if you can get some on it. 30 seconds.
It was kind of cool to see other clones, cadet kids as clones that they haven't reached the adulthood yet, and see that there's still a lot more of those kids out there in different areas that did escape Order 66 or whatever the situation was, that weren't actually fully with the microchip in their head to battle Order 66. So these kids might grow up to be something down the road. Who knows? And but you know what? They were never mentioned in Rebels. So
5 seconds. Dom, I'm disappointed in you. -2. This is what I'm going to say on this. Did anybody else feel, and we're probably going to go this way with you, Wayseeker, because you hate kids, but did anybody else feel this just opened the door that they can now do side stories about, just like they did with the Jedis that like went out and had families and everything else? Now we're going to get the forever clones that are like farmers and everything else. Tell us why you hate Star Wars, please, Wayseeker.
We already got that before with the friends that were farming out there before. I don't need to see all these clones doing nothing.
All right, thank you for that. -10 points for Wayseeker for being mad and hating children. All right, next one up. Section number 9.
that's
The Slither Vines. And the Slither Vines go to Dom.
all right. The fact is that what's interesting about this, that the Empire did a lot of testing and a lot of experiments. Who's to say they didn't take anything from the Drenge from back in the High Republic, that they could have got some stuff and mixed it with maybe the Sarlacc pit that gets some kind of crazy ass creature. You don't know how the is zombie freaking type of genetic freak things out there that they put together. So it's kind of interesting with the plants.
That's 25 points for Dom. That's exactly what we want to hear out of you. Complete nonsense. Fade.
I think it was a nifty creature that the Slithervines were attached to. I like how they took it out with the grenades and a thermal detonator. It seemed, but I thought it was pretty cool. Pretty cool creature there.
0 points for that. Wayseeker, go ahead.
I mean, I think it's interesting that they're testing and creating creatures. We've seen this before. I mean, this is part of what they do. But other than that, the Slithervines don't really care.
I do have one thing to add to that. If
you got to go back around the horn. Jedi, you're up.
Well, I hate to say, I did get a little vibe of the Dangreer, but morally, I was a little disappointed that this seemed like they mailed it in. They just took a Sarlacc and dropped it in a swamp. That's basically, I was like,
yeah.
1,000 points to Jedi. Said the thing that everybody's thinking. All right, Double J, go ahead.
Right with Jedi. The only thought instead of Sarlacc, was I the only one that thought like trash compactor monster from
Dianoga?
New
Yeah.
Hope? Yeah, so I was like, but yeah, it's totally just
way to steal Jedi's content, buddy. All right, then go ahead, finish it up. Give us 10 seconds.
Okay, so this is Imperial thing, an Imperial creation. It gives me like thoughts of the old extended universe Legends stuff that Palpatine was doing with the creation of monsters and stuff. It's like a Sith alchemy sort of thing. It's kind of trippy. I think it's interesting anyway. This would make a good Sith creation, a Sith alchemical monster.
Yeah, I fell asleep during that. What I'm saying is, just like this part right here, I fell asleep too, because this is the laziest shit I've ever seen. Clones, Boba Fett, Sarlacc pit. Oh, cool! What a great Easter egg. Get out of here. -10 points for everybody. Here we go.
That episode sucked. That's all.
Because this is what they're going to do. They're going to keep going back and forth with episodes like that. Episode 7, Project Necromancer. In action, Thade. You started off. Let's get something good.
Okay, so this is the appearance of the Emperor into this season. He's coming here to check his pet project, Project Necromancer, which I think leads to him getting resurrected in the sequel movies. He seems to think this is really important, and everybody's terrified that the Emperor showed up to Mount Tantus. So.
Okay, that was good. That was comprehensive. I'll give you 10 points. But let's go. I know let's go to everybody. We'll leave Dom for last because I have a feeling it's going to explode here at Dom. So we're going to go Wayseeker. Go ahead. Tell me how you hate old people too, and they should all die.
I'm just interested in who's in the pods. That's what I'm really interested in. Which Jedi are in there, or what do they have in there? I want to see what's in the pods. That's the most interesting thing about this scene to me.
Because he thinks of blue teddy bears in there. All right, Jedi, go ahead.
We got to see the Emperor. He's there visiting. We got to hear the voice actor whose name I can't remember. It just added to the tension of the moment, the climax, the final moment of the blood. Yeah. Okay. That's all I got.
Good. All right, JJ, anything?
It's clearly it's Star Killer. They're cloning Force users. Toss it to Dom.
Dude, yeah, Dom. Everybody did a crappy job. Besides Thane, who gave us actual insight to this. So you get an extra minute. You have a minute and 30 seconds. Let's get some points. Move up to the mic. Let's hear what you got.
All right, so this is the
he didn't move up to the mic.
His project that he's doing that he's looking to ahead of his resurrection before he even dies, ahead of everybody else. There are probably Jedis that were taken and put in those pods that he's using the blood from them. We don't know who they are, and it would be very interesting to see who they are because it does make a lot of sense, his resurrection in episode The Rise of Skywalker. But at the same time, joking around, Star Killer, Maul Killer, whatever you want to put in those pods could be very beneficial to bring them back into canon if it is true. But the way things are, it's probably Jedis that they killed and they picked up and they brought to the pods to obviously it's not clones.
Okay, so you're all wrong because you guys have not been watching any of the Dave Filoni and his universe. If you guys will recall here, there was definitely multiple episodes, which he did in Rebels, where there was a program to kidnap Force-sensitive babies or younglings. That's what's in those pods. Moving along.
No, that's not. We don't know that. We saw Jedi in stasis in Obi-Wan Kenobi too.
I love that I get the mute power. I love that I get the mute power at this point. It's amazing.
I do think there is something to what Wayseeker was saying, though.
I wasn't listening to anything he said because I don't have to. All right, Scene 8, the Imperial Science Team.
He's drunk with power now.
Hey, you gave it to me. Wayseeker, let's go.
I think they'd already talked about it a little bit. I liked it because it was called the Imperial Science Corps, which goes back to the Old Republic. And they were the ones that were doing experiments on creatures and trying to give them and hybridize them. I also really liked it because it brought in Vader.
And do what?
The idea that people think this is abomination, what Palpatine is doing, which shows the difference between Palpatine and Vader, because that's clearly who he was talking about was Vader with that line. And so I like that a lot too.
Okay, Jedi, is Hyberiza a thing?
I don't know. Whatever Wayseeker said sounds fine.
Don't Jay go. Please answer Xanadu's.
This is something we've known and it was gone on for a long time. We've seen a little bit of it in almost every Dave Filoni production. Kind of, Mandalorian. You got a little bit of it in season 3 of Mandalorian, where they're talking about cloning and that, and the round table of generals or whatever the hell it was.
The Dark Council.
It's just a continuation of that. You got Hemlock kind of rolling in there. But yeah, there's definitely forces within the Empire which would rather see things like this not succeed. But I don't, we know from experience that obviously it kind of will in the end. So,
all right, Dom, was this scene even worth grabbing, or was it a waste of all of our time?
It was worth grabbing because it's getting deeper, getting to know more of Project Neuromancer. And listen,
no, they literally didn't tell us jack shit about it, so no.
Well, you know what? Just another scene. The fact is that Hemlock, I'm calling it. Hemlock is going to be the first Snoke. Freaking damn thing for.
Mute's coming his way. -5 points. All right, Thane, go ahead. Please save us from that nonsense.
Okay, so this goes back to a lot of things, especially in the Filoniverse, like you were saying earlier. There's been, like you said, there's been the capturing the Jedi younglings, young Force sensitives. There's been the things in the Inquisitor base in the Kenobi show where they were keeping Jedi and other people that were Force sensitive in the amber stasis pods.
Mm-hmm.
I think this all leads to two things. For one, it leads to Snoke, whatever Snoke is and wherever he comes from. And two, I think that this is all based to where the Emperor is planning for his eventual demise. and to survive it, because that is the key to what the Emperor's been doing. He plans to survive Vader trying to kill him, and that's why we have the clone later on.
Dinner time, John. Dinner time. It's not that. It's just dinner time.
I don't understand the piece. I don't understand. It's just about Dathan, his son, who was the effective clone. But
wait, what are we doing? Wait. That's not how the game plays, Wayseeker.
You always let the person that picks it talk one thing at the end. So I'm just
but you lulled us to sleep. Hey, mute you. Mute JJ. I need a faster mute here. Mute you two. You get muted. Thank you for that. All right. Next up, scene number 9. Excuse me. Oh shit! I got to unmute JJ. Escape. The escape. JJ, go ahead and start. Here you go.
Yeah. So this is the first action we basically saw in the whole prison. We'd been basically kind of just following Omega around. Actually, I was getting a little bit bored with that by episode 3. So I was super happy when this part came about, and I actually ended up liking the scene. I thought it would be totally predictable and kind of lazy, and it kind of started that way. But by the most interesting aspect to me was near the end, when basically Omega loses hope and Crosshair is the one that says we're not done yet, and they even got a nice toss back to Tech in there, where as you mentioned, she taught me all the maneuvers or whatever they learned. So I actually like this scene quite a bit.
All right, yeah, nice. All right, Dom, go ahead.
No, I actually thought it was pretty cool. You got to see Omega with Crosshairs, and they trying to escape. It's kind of funny they're escaping when the Emperor shows up in one of the biggest days. And it's funny. If the Emperor didn't show up, I don't think they would have been able to escape. So it kind of opened the door for them escaping, which is kind of cool if you really think about it, because they were able to locate.
Like you said, don't really think about it. We're done. We're thinking about it now. That's it. All right, Thade, you're up.
It was good to see Crosshairs finally wake up and stop feeling sorry for himself and actually help Omega in the escape. I do think it's interesting that they escaped on the day the Emperor showed up, because again, that does seem a little interesting, and I think that the distraction of the Emperor being there was what allowed them to escape. Other than that, it was just good to finally see Crosshairs wake the hell up out of his pity party.
All right. Yep. Good stuff. All right. Wayseeker's still mute. Let me unmute Wayseeker. I guess we gotta let him have a turn. Wayseeker, go ahead.
They wouldn't have had to escape if it wasn't for Palpatine coming in there, because it would have. Unless they would have got rid of the sample. So I get what you're saying, but the whole thing is it wouldn't have had to happen if it wasn't for the Palpatines. I don't understand what I.
Yeah, I'm muting you again because they had to get. The point is they had to get him out of the prison. Wayseeker, they had to get him out of the prison. 5 points for Thade, 5 points for Dom, -10 for Wayseeker for just being nonsensical. All right, Jedi, go ahead.
I think this was fun. I agree with JJ. I was ready for a little action. I think it was fun. I thought it was funny, the way that Crosshair actually thought. I keep saying Wayseeker. Actually thought Omega had a plan, and as it moves along, he kind of figures out this isn't a plan. You're going by the skin of your teeth. And some of the comments he made was kind of funny. I thought. But yeah, and then in the end, whenever he actually, kind of comes in and lifts up Omega's spirits was cool. So I liked it.
I thought they did a great job on this. I really was happy that they just couldn't start the ship. JJ, last little point I want to ask you, 10 seconds. Do you think that Jedi keeps messing up Crosshair with Wayseeker because Crosshair was addicted to kids, much like Wayseeker's addicted to kids?
Yeah, it's definitely a Freudian slip there. Yeah.
All right, good stuff. 20 points for JJ. All right, next up. Scene number 10. Who gets this one? Thade. All right. We figured out that she is the M counter.
Okay, so I have a couple of theories here more than anything else. I think that whatever's in Omega's blood is the key to the clones of Palpatine. The M count, M count has always been a force sensitive thing, and even though it's a silly fucking concept, but that's beside the point. I think that I think she's the key to cloning Palpatine later on. I think I think that's why Lama Say was trying to get her out of there. Because Lama Say knows. Because like you said earlier, Marco, they were modifying the Bad Batch group to try to be special. And I think Lama Say knew that Omega was special, or the most special of the Bad Batch, as it were. And I think that she knows that this is what he wants to be the key to whatever it is Palpatine wants when it comes to the clones.
I agree with you that I say a lot of things. I also agree that I don't pay attention to half the shit I say. Wayseeker, you're up.
I got a question for Dom on this one. So
nope. Minus 20 points. Right.
Just let me go. We know that Rey's dad is a failed clone. So what are you going to do if Rey is a Fett?
No, you can't ask other members questions. All right, thank you for that, Wayseeker. Minus 100 points. All right. Now, Jedi, what do you got on this? Do you love it? Do you hate it? Do you not care?
No, I love it. I mean, we knew this was coming. I love it. After season 2, I didn't know what to expect.
No Simpson chat, Bry.
To be honestly, I didn't even know the season had started yet until somebody told me, and I was watching. I went back and watched it. I was on the edge of my seat watching as the way they told the story, the blood moving up. I thought was great. I was just the tension. I was on the edge of my seat. I totally missed the whole M count thing you guys keep talking about. I thought they were looking at other traits that would make her, make her the chosen blood, whatever. The chosen one. But I completely missed the M count, so I hope you're all wrong about that.
No, they definitely said it. All right, JJ, what do you got?
I think it's possible that I wasn't super happy with the return of Metachlorians as far as the future goes for like her blood stuff. I think it's possible that she actually is force sensitive. Maybe some people were originally right in front of Citizen. It's hard to say for sure yet, but also too, she may not even be a Fett. So we don't know who they actually cloned. We think they cloned Fett, but we don't know what else is in there as far as a clone goes. So you can clone more than one person into a clone. So
for ruining Dom's dreams, negative half a point. All right, the rest of your points were great though. All right, Dom. Well, this is what I know. We typically go Thade and then Dom then Thade because Thade gets his other 15 seconds. However, on this one, Thade, if it's okay with you, and it is, can we go you now for your last 30 minutes, and then we give it to Dom to spoil everybody's dinner?
Yeah. So here's the thing. Somebody said something, and I can't remember who it was just a second ago about this having to do with Dathan, having to do with Rey, possibly even. Mm-hmm. It's a question. We don't know who Omega's cloned from. We suspect it's Jango Fett, but we're not sure. Chosen blood, it makes sense. I still think this is the key to Palpatine's clones later on. I still think this is the key to what Palpatine's trying to achieve.
Snooky. Okay. So you think it's Snook. You think this is going to produce Snook. Snoke. Yeah. Whatever. Yeah. Okay. Dom, we are giving... Okay, I'll give you 5 points for that. There you go. Okay, moving your score up. Okay. All right, Dom. I'm actually going to give you bonus time. 45 seconds, Dom. Go crazy.
No, I'm just saying I did... to say what the Jedi said about the clock, like the ticking of the clock with the blood was really intense, really cool. Because you knew when they were doing that, you knew that something big was going to happen. Like I said, Omega, we're still trying to find out who Omega was cloned from. She could have been cloned from Jango, but also could have been sliced with a Jedi. Maybe one of the Jedis she's cloned with. So there's like two. They have two counts that were connected to make her clone special, but at the same time, it's over 30. What is it? Almost 40 years for the Rise of Skywalker from this time period. Like 30 years, 40 years. What is? If you think about it, but whatever the time period is, yes, this could be the template for what's to come in the future.
5 seconds. All right, can anybody say Sifo Dyas? Can we just say Sifo Dyas? You would got points for Sifo Dyas. Okay. Extra points for Thade. Extra points for Thades. All right. There we go. Dom, that was kind of one of your weaker ones.
I'm sorry.
All right.
I'm trying to get to the point.
Are we doing closing arguments, or should we just do the points and then let whoever wins?
I already won. That one. I won already.
You did not win. All right, here we go.
You gave me 1,000 points earlier. How did I lose?
Overall impression the first 3 shows. That's
what but you lost 1,000 points too. All right, here it goes. Dom has got 198 points. Thade has got 77 points. Wakeseeker has negative 315 points. JJ has got 1,096.5 points. And Jedi has 1,097 whole points. On the whole thing. Jedi, you can start off of your opinion on the whole series, and then we will run through that one.
No, I already gave. Hey, I did not even know the show was starting. I knew it was coming. I did not know it was starting on Wednesday until Dom or somebody. I was reading y'all's chat and I saw it, and I'm like, holy shit! Let me go watch this. If it turns out to be another season 2 with Wanda Sykes, I'm going to be pissed.
Wanda Sykes is coming, by the way.
She's coming back.
Yeah, I know, but. So I started watching it. I was, like, even though like JJ said, you kind of had that monotonous kind of slow drag. I thought it was telling us something. It was setting up something. Episode 2 was kind of like, I mean, we don't know if the Lost Boys are going to be important or not, or if that was just a filler. I don't know. It kind of felt a little bit like a filler, but we don't know yet. And then episode 3 was just banging. Like I said, I was on the edge of my seat all the way through. I am back, and the Bad Batch is back, and I am back watching the Bad Batch.
All right, there you go. All right, next up, Don. Oh no, JJ, you get to go. You got points.
Yeah, I thought the first episode and even the second episode were a little kind of monotonous, like Jedi said. But I'm totally with them. The third one kind of brought me back into it. Expectations were low, mind you. After the second season, I thought the second season was awful. But after that third episode, I was like, not too bad. Maybe they're getting it. So I want to see what happens, but I'm definitely down for the rest of the season. So
all right. I gotta check my point totals. Who's after that? Thade, you're up.
Okay.
Oh shit, it was Dom. My bad. Go ahead.
It was, to tell you the truth, I didn't watch the first 2 seasons of Bad Batch. I'm going to go back and watch them now.
You had less points. You had less points than because of that.
I'm going to go back and watch them now when I have time. It was kind of a little slow, but I do get the ramp up tension, and I like the stuff with Project Necromancer. I'm always kind of into that weird Palpatine Sith bullshit. Beyond that, I don't know, man. It seems okay, and I hope the best for them, but I know that this is going to end, and this is probably going to end tragically. So it is what it is.
There we go, Dom.
Yeah, so I'm very happy that this season's back. I know the first episode, but there was a lot of memes in the first episode. And the next 2 picked up the pace. It's amazing to see how Omega was there for 25 days and then for 168 days or 125 that she gotten older in over there. And who knows that now that they escaped, who knows that if they are going to run into Wrecker and Hunter.
Hold on. I'm not supposed to cut people off, but you just don't think that was just them updating the animation from 2 years ago?
No, I think that she's getting older because time has been passing. So it's a long pass. So if you see her, she looks older in pictures from the first episode to the third episode when she was still in the cell. It was
100 days. It's not okay. Go ahead.
Anyway, make a long story short, that who's to say that Palpatine didn't get any of the Dathomirian witches DNA to mix?
Here we go.
Resurrect. We don't know what's going to happen down the road. It's a long road, but this will end tragedy. I think Darth Vader is going to come in and wipe him out at the end. I think Vader is the key. Is going to come out at the end. How does this series?
Okay. Wayseeker.
So here's my fear about this season. I think the show is turning into about just Omega, which I don't think is bad. But I think every episode that centers on Hunter and Wrecker are going to suck because they really need to include them somehow, but they don't know how to include them. I don't think episode 2 is good, and I think we're going to have half of the season that's going to be decent and half the season that's going to suck. That's my fear.
Okay, I'll go then. I actually think your theory is close, but it's worse. They're going to be doing 1/3, just like they did on this. I think they've given us the clue already. We're going to get an episode that does, like, they're going to have a Wanda Sykes episode where, just like when we had the Pike situation come in, they're going to do some of that back play. We're going to have an episode where they go off to the island. We're going to play around with the kids. That's going to be that type thing. Wanda Sykes, play with the kids. That's going to be, both those two are going to be like their 1 episodes. They're going to have another episode where they have the rest of the Bad Batch characters when they bring back Tech, or just having Wrecker and what's his name on a mission or whatever. And then they're going to have a third episode, and these are 3-episode parts where you're going to have Omega, a very heavy Omega and Crosshair relationship episode, and eventually get them back together. And we're going to do this for about 12 episodes. That's what we're going to do. And then randomly, Dave's going to do a Dave thing, and he's going to throw in 1 or 2 episodes that have nothing at all to do with the fucking storyline. And then in the last 3 fucking episodes, he's going to try to clean it up. So when you're talking about your Death Mirror thing, I know what you're talking about, Dom. I'm telling you, just randomly after the first 12 episodes, because how many total episodes is there? 20?
No,
16.
15.
16. Yeah, so probably right about 10. Right about 10, he's going to do the Ventress episode, the Night Sister episode, or whatever it is. I highly doubt it has anything to do. It's not going to have anything to do with shit. It's not going to have to deal with Palp's power thing. We're going to find out that Omega, just like somebody said earlier, is Broom Boy of this. She's just a Broom Boy. For those people that remember Broom Boy, you know what I mean? At the end, we're going to do what we always do with Dave. Shit the bed and hope that he finishes the series 10 years from now.
Don't forget that there's going to be a Bounty Hunter episode with Cad Bane and friggin' FedEx Shan.
That's what my fear is a fan service. Like Marco said, I think there's just going to be a few fan service episodes.
That's what I'm saying. That's going to be the episode. So you get Lost Boys, you get that, you get a Wanda Sykes episode, you get a Bounty Hunter episode, you get a Ventress episode. There you go. You're going to get those. And it's going to keep rotating that till probably the last 6. He's going to try to speed up the pace because you're going to get out of every 3, you'll get 1 action episode too. But he's going to try to speed up the pace at the end, and he's going to miss the landing because that's what he does. With that being said, it's better than nothing, and it's better than Resistance. So there you go. That's it.
Should we take a question from the chat real quick? T. Jones.
Sure, if the chat would like to do a question. Who dies next?
Somebody's dying, everybody says. Who dies next?
All right.
Crosshair.
I'm with Ruben there. I think it's Echo. Echo's kind of the most expendable one in my mind right now.
Yeah.
He's with we didn't talk about Rex.
He's with Rex, but we know he doesn't make it to Rebels, so
I know. True.
I think Crosshair's going to die because he's with Omega, and I think he's going to die to protect her.
Well, I agree with Fade, but the key word there is who's going to die next. And I don't think that's going to be Crosshair. I kind of maybe I think Echo makes sense.
What's up, Gonzo? Yeah, I think Echo's it. Wayseeker, you got anything on that?
I'll go with Wrecker. I don't think Wrecker has a future either, and I think Wrecker is going to die before the end.
Right. I'm just the opposite. I think Wrecker and Hunter are going to find peace and happiness on that island at the end. I don't think it's them. I think this is Wayseeker, you and that stupid doll, stupid fucking hyperspace stuff.
Actually,
Wrecker, if any of them survive, it's going to be Wrecker because he's bigger than them all. He doesn't look much like them all, and he's going to be off like Jedi just said on some island, sipping Mai Tais, eating crabs.
No, but you know what? I think Wayseeker has there's a point that Wrecker actually made logic with some of the things telling him Hunter. So kind of like making him smarter than what he is kind of steals his fate if you really think about it.
Well, he does have the most emotional connection to Omega too. So I mean, they could use it as like a plot device, basically to
in the end.
Move Omega along.
Yep. All right, good stuff. I don't know if you guys like that form of review. I enjoyed muting people.
Just me. Let's be clear. You enjoyed muting me.
I muted JJ.
I knew things.
Gone show all over again. You kept getting gone.
Dom didn't mute it at all. Dom went for like 2 hours once. You're just like,
that's not true. I timed him perfectly. I muted him twice. He didn't even understand what was going on, though, so you can't be mad at him. All right. Speaking of Dom, let's get into toys.
All right, let's do this. All right, so there's some stuff from last week that I wanted to get in that we couldn't. There's a lot of stuff going on, but so these are fig pins. Not fig pins. These are Funko Pop pins that came out. The new ones. There, you can pre-order them now. You do have a Chase Darth Maul, holographic Darth Maul. If you get lucky buying them, I already picked the Boba Fett's. I got the Boba Fett right here. Anyway, I got them right. So these are out already. You can find them in stores and order them online right now. This is coming soon. There's a 4-pack of Star Wars. I don't know why they're doing this again, but it is Chewbacca's flocked, and that's it. It's just a different Chewbacca. It's
stupid
a flocked version. So Target Con had their Target Con just last week, and Leia T-shirt pop bundle, retro Leia, and T-shirt came out. The T-shirt's pretty cool.
People buy these for the T-shirt, but they only leave kid sizes for when they go on clearance. So
well, yeah, the extra large. I tried. See, I was gonna order them online, but then I said, "Nah, I'm gonna wait. I'll go to the store on Saturday and see if it's available, and I'll try to get one extra large." But it's out there now. So if you go to these Targets, you're lucky. So Toy Temple has a 5,000 piece Rebels Ezra. The final scene when he was
gotta get you back on, Gonzo.
Pushing back. Drawn to the Purgle, and so apparently, if I'm not mistaken, they said that it's the first 5,000 pieces are numbered, and then the rest is not going to be numbered after 5,000 pieces. I'm not sure. It's a sticker variant, but I
does that make any sense?
You can't have a 5,000 piece variant with only the first 5,000 numbered and the rest not numbered.
I don't know, but it's just a sticker variant. Sticker variant with 5,000 pieces.
I'm just saying that's not how this thing works. That's
that is how it works, Wayseeker. Same thing with second reprints and all the other bullshit.
Exactly. So basically, this came out. I ordered 2, so we'll see what happens.
Oh my god! Yeah, we will see if you wasted money.
5,000 when it's not limited to 5,000.
This is coming soon. Obi-Wan comic cover, Walmart. So it's the retro Obi-Wan from the comic book, and you got the comic cover in the back, which I have the Boba Fett. Well, they're not the Boba Fett. It's freaking issue 62. It's not Boba Fett at all. But anyway, this is coming out soon.
Okay, these are cool. I like these. One. I don't buy them, but I like them.
Yeah, so these are actually out right now. I actually
hold on. No, you wanted to go back. All right, go ahead.
Yeah, these are actually out right now. I actually went to Five Below, and I was able to.
We believe you.
So you got them.
How much you spend on them? $1?
$4 a piece.
Oh, get the fuck out of here!
That's such a waste of money, Dom. Why do you want
these?
Waste
Seeker. Sometimes I waste money. You waste money on stupid things. I do that. Something I find I like. So wasting money.
Why do you like these? Is what I'm trying to understand. Why? Why are these worth $4?
No, because they actually
they hold your keys, Wayseeker.
Exactly.
What keys?
I got my house keys
on it. No, because he's gonna hold it on his. He's not gonna take it for his keys.
I'll put these in my.
Yes, it's a keychain.
Anyway, go to the next thing. I don't care, Wayseeker.
Wayseeker. He says, I don't care about Wayseeker.
So these are coming very soon. So the 25th anniversary of the Phantom Menace. We're going to be getting a new Obi-Wan. We're going to get a young Obi-Wan. We're going to get a Qui-Gon Jinn, a young Anakin with helmet, a Padme in disguise, which is she's in probably the street clothes Padme. That's for you, Jedi. A new Jar Jar, a Watto, a battle droid for the first time, a Queen Amidala on a throne, which everybody's got thrones all of a sudden.
Wait.
Darth Maul.
Yeah. Hold on. We got to see something. BK said something. I want to see if it's true or not.
What?
Thrawn would just be such a bad sexual lover.
Yeah. You did buy one. That's why you're mad at him. You got one before he did. Yeah. All right.
So
go ahead, sorry.
You have the Queen Amidala on the throne.
Good one, BK.
You have Darth Maul on the Bloodfin ride, which is actually pretty cool. And then a movie poster of Queen Amidala. So you got 3 Queen Amidala Jedis. Are you going for those?
No, because it's not Sabay.
Well, it is Sabay.
Yeah, I mean they are the same person, but I don't know.
But eventually they might come out comic book cover eventually down the road.
I gotta give it to BK. He doesn't always get it, but he gets it when he deserves it. BK,
ring the bell.
All right, next up.
Yeah. All right, so we're getting some Hot Toys. This is the young Ahsoka from the Ahsoka series with Anakin, the flashback, which looks pretty cool.
It looks like her.
It doesn't, Dom. This is creepy. It's creepy as can be.
Dude, you're creepy.
The forehead is way too big. They need to work the forehead down.
No, I mean it is. If you put this in your house, it's fucking creepy as shit. I agree on that.
Not, I got Hot Toys over there.
You might, but this one's creepy. This
They're
is
all
like
creepy.
Really
it does
creepy.
Look like her. It does look like her.
And that's kind of what makes it creepy too, bro.
Exactly.
You got little kids on your. You got little kids on your fucking.
You keep Jake Lloyd Anakin too, just in case. Like,
Not yet.
not yet.
Not yet.
Yet because it hasn't come out yet, but it's coming soon. Which they're slowly coming out with the Ahsoka hot toys. So, and I like the fact that it looks. So we have this is a Commander Wolf.
They don't have the price yet, John.
Is it Commander Wolf, JJ?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think so. I don't remember that on his chest, but yeah.
I don't either.
Fox,
Yeah.
Is it Fox? Maybe it's Fox.
Fox, yeah, it could be Fox.
Fox. So this is coming out soon. You know, I think you can pre-order this now on.
What is this?
The hot toy.
Oh, this is a hot toy also.
Yeah, the hot toy.
Gonzo says you better have the Black Series in here, or he's coming back to the Black Series segment.
Yeah. So we have a Han Solo. Finally came out, the Return of the Jedi Han Solo.
Yeah, we got it. Thanks, Gonzo.
I don't know, the forehead looks a little big. What do you think?
It looks all right.
Looks like he's undressing me with his eyes. That creeps me out.
My man, just digging him off.
He's got that smolder.
Got the hair. So we got the Andor Han coming soon, and a lot of people like this because they said that this is like the best likeness of Harrison Ford.
A lot of people like it, huh?
Yeah, a lot of people do.
No, I disagree.
People
I
are not saying it's a lot of
Indiana
people like a
Jones
lot of
is better.
stuff.
Yeah, I don't.
And
believe
here you go, Jedi. This is for you, Padme. Episode 2.
Stop it.
The
Padme.
confusion of
Padme.
Padme and Sabe.
He likes him. Just call it Sabe, and then
Sabe. Episode 2, Attack of the Clones.
Sabe dresses Padme. That's what you should say.
You ruined it.
Actually,
You ruined it already. I already know.
Isn't that Sabe's clothes? You know,
Too
she
late.
dressed like
Too late, Dom.
Padme.
You killed the illusion already.
Okay, I'm sorry, but it is
So-
Padme. All right, here we go. So they're coming out with the Amazon exclusive 3-pack for Jedi Fallen Order, which is the first time you're getting Cal Kestis as Imperial Cal Kestis in Imperial outfit. So that's pretty cool. We're coming out with a 4-pack of the Ventress line.
No, they're doing this shit again.
It's another Amazon exclusive or a Disney Store exclusive. I forgot what it really was, but for the Ventress collectors out there, you know, you get the.
What hat was in the shorts? What the hell is he talking about?
And Padme's maybe. The head
He's talking about the hat on that third picture. The wrap.
The wrap around the face. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
All right. So what else? Oh, it's just the individual ones that they. Okay.
So here's we have a 1/7 scale statue of
Bo-Katan on the throne.
of what's the name?
Bo-Katan. Here's correct.
Bo-Katan.
On the throne.
Space Jedi leave.
It doesn't look. It looks like her a little bit. You know, not much, but it's
not at all.
Yeah, it doesn't look like her at all.
But you know what? I don't mind that. I'm not buying this. I don't care about it but for those collectors out there that want everything of the Mandalorians.
So bad I had to put drops in my eyes.
This is a Gentle Giant and this is the Gentle Giant and Diamond Select coming out soon.
Oh shoot! I should have readdressed those. That's a big head.
Here's the Echo mini bus that's coming out. You know, retails $120. So you have the different heads. You have the his regular head, and you have
This is fucked. Nobody's buying this.
what people. I'm telling you, people like these mini buses. They'll get this.
Nobody likes this one. No one.
It's a cartoon version.
People always like things.
It's an animation
People
version.
like it.
It's the animation version. What do you want to do?
Yeah,
is
who
no
is
light.
buying
It's not good. This looks like trash.
All right. Next up. Oh shit! What is this?
So from Zion,
Keanu Reeves?
it's not.
Yeah, is that what's his name?
It's Revan. Yeah, so it's actually
No, it's not. That's fucking.
I know. It's,
Yeah, why does he look like Keanu Reeves?
Why does he look like Keanu Reeves?
So it's
Because
made-
people have always wanted
Said
Keanu Reeves to
Keanu
play
Reeves.
Revan.
So this is coming out. I don't know the price for this. It's coming out from Zion. I think Zion Productions. It's gonna be made soon, and it's not even called. It's called The Wicket because they don't have the name for. Like, they can't call him Revan because
So basically, it's a bootleg.
it's a bootleg, but it is a professionally made
An
bootleg. If you want
expensive
it.
bootleg. Well, what would you
Bootleg,
call the other bootlegs? Amateur made? I mean,
No,
Yeah.
actually, no. Go. If you go to the site, they actually make a lot.
Doesn't matter.
I'm not-
No,
It's a
I'm
bootleg.
good, thanks.
I would definitely buy it if I really liked Revan. I would definitely buy this in a hobby because it's pretty cool. This is a.
I'd rather buy a Revan statue, not the Wicked.
So we're
a Broadway play.
Great. We're now promoting bootlegs. Okay, we're good.
Yeah,
Why does he look like Frankenstein?
They have to make it black and white. If they made it color, they'd get sued.
Yeah. So,
I get it. Yeah.
So it's a Zion.
Does Revan have that tattoo across his forehead?
No.
So it's Zion Art. That's the company that makes this. So
Zion. What is that first word?
Zion. Xion Art.
We don't know. We have no idea. No idea what's happening.
Whenever you're ready, Gonzo. Back to Black Series. All right.
Studios. We're getting for the 25th anniversary. We're getting Darth Maul statue. A 1/10 inch statue. 10-inch statue for the 25th anniversary of Phantom Menace. So we're getting some more fig pins. We're getting Hera and we're getting Kanan. They actually up for order now. You can get them now if you want to get them.
I'm sorry, Dom. Didn't we already get Kanan before?
Again, there's another one.
And another one.
That one looks off. It looks like they took Kanan's photo in a dark corner or somewhere.
So we have another micro.
Dude, they're doing a fucking barge.
Yeah, they're doing a barge too. Yeah,
that's actually kind of cool. The squadron stuff, the little micro squadron stuff.
Yeah, the micro squadrons.
Dude, when they can go on sale, they're pretty fun to buy. I mean, they're cool.
Yeah, the slave ones are already $10 a piece if you get them. Find them in Walmart.
Well, I wonder, would the barge be bigger?
Statues are badass.
I told you, go to the statue, right? So
what the fuck is this?
The New Zealand Mint. The New Zealand Mint, they make coins, so it's actually a currency. So apparently there's going to be 2,000.
There were mints.
So they're actually a coin. I have the Boba Fett ones. So there's 2,000.
That's not a coin. That's just a piece of metal.
And only 200 are going to be gold.
Hold on.
So if you get one of the lucky ones out of the 2,000. Now
I wonder if it's New England Mint. Is it actual gold?
Hold on.
Probably.
Yeah, it's actually gold. Yeah, it's
hold on. Okay, it can be a coin. It cannot be currency. It's two different things. Like you can't just walk up to the store and go, "Hey, buddy, I'd like to buy this with a fucking Thrawn coin."
From New Zealand, they have different things. It's actually it's money. It's made money, but it's made as a collectible.
It's not money, dude. He's
not money.
Well,
it's like the same things that they sell late night on those.
You're trying to say it's actual metal.
It's actual
you
can buy all these old
you're saying that is made out of gold or silver.
It is,
okay.
It is made of silver. It's made out of silver. 100% silver and 100%.
That is correct.
Right.
Gold.
Good. But yes, but that's not
money. You can't barter with.
You
can't walk into a
How much is a box of these things? How much is a box if you have the chance of getting a solid gold?
Well, there was 200 available, so these are
that can't be
like $100 a piece. $100.
Yeah, I don't think it's solid gold.
It's
though,
not
right?
solid. That's no way.
It's gold plated.
Oh, it's gold plated.
Oh, gold plate. So it's going to turn my pocket
but
green.
the silver is 100% silver.
Bro, dude, I think we need to buy like 1,000 of these and then actually use this as currency. This is our own like crypto thing. We'll just crypto this shit out.
It's like betting your
the best investment we could ever make.
Next con, Marco, you got to go pay for a 98 grail with these.
Like,
yeah, right.
We're gonna have another taxes and NFT type discussion.
I got the Boba Fett, man. The Boba Fett are pretty cool. They're little coins.
I think I won that conversation. I'm not quite sure, but looking back, I'm not the one that looked bad in that fucking situation.
They were.
Go to the next. I think I got some next.
I'm going to go to City Hall and pay my car registration with these things. Just slap them down the counter.
You go out, you buy some.
Dude, wait, I don't want to shit on Dom, but I kind of have to know.
No,
hey, Dom, so you think in New Zealand, like, what do you think they buy with these in New Zealand?
It's New Zealand Mint. It's from New Zealand Mint. So I have to say, it's not, but it could be. It is current. It's
koalas. You could buy.
It's all right. It's all right, Dom. It's all right. I was just fucking with you.
Mint does not mean legal tender, though. I mean,
I don't know. You know what? It's still a coin. Somebody will take it.
No, what you end up doing is you end up finding it at a garage sale. You take it to your local jeweler, and they melt it down, and they give you.
They take food stamps and fucking
storage locker. I was thinking storage locker.
Yeah, that's actually a currency, though, Dom.
Yeah,
All right.
Anyway, so we have some episode 1 cards coming out from Star Wars. Tops 1975, I believe.
This is stuff legal. Go ahead.
I think it's 1975 style, which is pretty cool.
Speaking of cards, thanks, Jedi. Once again, thanks, Jedi.
Yeah, there you go.
That really looks like Harrison Ford there. Yeah.
You go to the next one.
Gave it to me when it was 20. I kept it till it was 1,000.
And we got some more episode 1 cards. We got some Palpatine action and some Obi-Wan Kenobi and Saboba. What's his name?
Yeah, you got it about right.
Yeah.
Sabooble. Yeah.
Yeah, nobody cares.
Sabola. And then
there you go. Got it. Nailed it. Pooh! What was that? I'll tell you in a minute, John.
Yeah. And then there's one more, I think.
This was the one.
That's it, right?
Well, this is the next one. You didn't say anything about Jar Jar Binks.
No, Jar Jar Binks. Oh, yeah, Jar Jar Binks. Yeah, Jar Jar Binks. Misa got a card. Misa got the Topps cards from back in the day. Misa's so happy. There you go. And there you go. There you have the Asajj Ventress.
There is a case.
But that's the case right there.
Oh, that's a different case. So it must have been a different set that lady was playing.
That's what we. Yeah. Mm-hmm. All right, and that's it. Geez, Dow gave us all the toys this week. Here, I'll show you. Years ago, probably like what, Jedi? Like 2 years ago, before any markets really blew up, Jedi. Yeah, Jedi decided to give me, because I don't collect cards, he decided to do a nice thing, and he gave me a card. And it turned out that it's because of Han Solo. Love Han Solo. It's Han Solo's Wonder Bread card, because we had talked about that. And he gave it to me. And then within 6 months, he goes, "Hey, dude, that card I gave you is worth a lot. It was worth pennies, and it's not worth pennies anymore." And I said,
$5 for it.
Yeah, I said, "Do you want it back?" And he said, "No, you can keep it, but it's not worth pennies." So I went from having a penny card, as they call it, right? Is that what they call it, Jedi? A penny card?
I don't know. I mean,
it's an expensive card. Right? What?
Yeah, it's a banger now.
Yeah, it's a banger mash now.
I remember back in the day when Wonder Bread had those cards, people were breaking open the breads to try to get the cards out. You have open bread. Every time you try to buy bread, the bread would fall out because somebody opened the bread and took the card out.
Yeah, that's what we talked about. That's what we talked about years ago. And then Jedi sent it off and said it was a $5 card and not $5 anymore.
Jedi's a great guy. He came on the show to make it happy today. I'm very happy that he's back on the show. He came today.
Yeah.
Wade Chica keeps getting me pissed off, but Jedi helped me out through this.
I'm telling you, Ray is gonna be a Fett, and you are not gonna know what to do with yourself.
No,
Ray ain't
don't do that.
Don't you're not gonna know what to do with yourself.
Yo, listen.
Hey, Tom, you want some good news?
What?
There was I didn't take a picture because I don't think it's appropriate, but there was a young lady dressed as Slave Leia at the con this year.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah. Yes. I that's exactly why I didn't take a picture too. I didn't want you oogling over it.
I know you're talking about it. I know you're talking
about what they're there for.
Huh?
Yeah, that's what they're there for.
Not to oogle, not for old creepy dudes to oogle over. No.
You should take a picture. Go. Can I take a picture? That's really cool. Thank you. And you take a picture.
But no, because I find that fucking creepy. No, I would absolutely not do that. Like, are you kidding me?
People go up to you.
Were there any other cosplayers with her?
No, she was with, I think, her boyfriend.
So you're gonna tell her, listen, she's dressed.
I mean, was he dressed as like?
I don't know. I didn't care. I just was like, oh shit, there's a Slave Leia. Fucking Dom would have been creepy as fuck if he saw her.
You could have took a picture with her and her boyfriend. Said, listen, can I take a picture? I know I don't want to take her.
Bro, I forgot to take care of pictures with people that came by and said hi. The only one with Horde. He's the only one I took a picture of. Because I forgot. I'm not a. You guys seen it before? I try to post pictures in the chat.
But you got to understand, Dom is a different breed. Dom did a curtsy in front of. Who was that? You did a curtsy in front of Dom. Whenever you.
Was that what's her name? Bo-Katan? Did he do a curtsy for what's her name? Who plays Bo-Katan?
No, it was Bo-Katan.
Yeah,
Bo-Katan. Yeah, he did a curtsy and like.
Oh, Katie Saga.
Yeah, when I went this the princess. Yeah. You don't want to make it have fun, man. This is what they're there.
No, I mean, hey, it's great for you. I'm just built different. I forget to take pictures.
I think Dom is built different. Let's be clear.
No, I did have to chase Horde. I was like, oh shoot, Horde, come here. Let's go back in front of the wall. Let's take a pic real quick. All right, cool. I'm not great at it.
If Marco had taken a picture, it would have been like slightly out of focus and like tilted one direction.
Yeah,
and like,
I'm just not even good at it. I hate when people ask me to do that shit. Yeah, I'm like, dude.
Was anybody looking for Star Wars comics at the con?
People came to me like, I'm like, I don't sell Star Wars comics. I sell all the other shit. Huh?
Right behind you was 00, and his wife was with him, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Just get his wife to take a picture. That's not creepy.
They would have. Yeah, they would have.
Pictures.
But then show it, and then Dom would make a comment, and I'd be like, dude, that kid's like 20 or 18. Like, I don't want you making
old men posting pictures of women on the internet.
Yeah, I mean, if we were doing a segment of
never been done on this channel before. I mean, come on.
I refrain from what you guys do. I think, I call it out. I think you guys are creepy as fuck. So yes, I do. So like, I don't do it though. It's not on me.
When
you're the rest of the channel,
gray, it's considered cute and adorable, not creepy.
No, I don't. No, John, I don't. I mean, because I do sometimes, but like. 2 reasons. One, people think I'll be pumping books. So if I sell Star Wars comics, like people will think I'm pumping them. I buy a lot of Star Wars comics. I mean, obviously I bought that 125 there. I bought a couple other things. I sell one every once in a while when I have a double or triple. But yeah, I try not to because I don't need to. I'll ask Horde. We can put up his picture, but I mean, he was posing with an X-Men. So like X-Men 1, that's kind of dope. But yeah, no. I mean, maybe I can show the picture of my wall, I guess. We'll probably do that on TAC. But yeah, no, why would you sell things you like? I don't sell anything that I like. I sell shit that I don't like. So
that's not true.
Well, listen, Marco, I'm going.
What did I sell that I like?
He makes the right offer.
You like X-Men?
No, I won't.
Really?
Yeah, why would I?
In 2 weeks, I'm going to AwesomeCon in Washington, D.C.
I don't need to sell shit. What's that?
I'm going to AwesomeCon in 2 weeks in Washington, D.C. And Rosario Dawson and Cal Kestis. Cal Kestis actually is going to be in the Fan Expo in Philly. But Rosario Dawson and what's her name, who played Sabine, is going to be at the con. And I will be getting pictures with them, and I will be having Rosario Dawson do a shameless shout out. I'm going to ask her if she could do me a solid.
Guys, if you're there, run into Dom, hang out with him. I want somebody to film that occurring. Please.
My wife is gonna be there filming, so she'll be.
No, she's gonna film the shout out. I want somebody to do the behind the scenes. Please, if you see Dom, say hello to him. Don't worry, you can hang out with him all day long. He doesn't care. Please do that. Please follow him around. And then please send us the video of that because Jedi, you're interested in that, aren't you, Jedi? That sounds hilarious.
Oh yeah.
If I had the curtsy thing would have been fucking amazing, bro. Cool. Is that all we got besides that?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Think so.
Great show, guys. Jedi, always good to see you. Make sure you check out Jedi on his show on
Fridays.
Thank you. At what time?
9 o'clock.
There you go.
9:30.
9:30 Eastern.
Right after the hot 10.
Then top 10's on Friday. Yes. All right. There you go. So go ahead. Feel free to watch that. Feel free to watch all the other great content that we have here on the channel, and then down wherever he's at. Apparently, he's at 16 different places. So, all right. We'll catch you guys next week. We'll cover more comics. We'll cover more Bad Batch, and then we'll cover. I don't know what else we'll cover. We'll cover something. Signing off. Anybody else got anything? Jedi, you got anything? No?
Nope.
Maybe we'll have Jedi do an intro one of these days.
Hang out again.
Yeah, it's good to have you.
Jedi intro. Jedi intro.
Thanks for coming on, Jedi.
Absolutely.
I'm going to guess Wanda's going to be on next week, so we won't see you because they're going to go back to the island, drop off the kids.
Wanda Psych is going to be there.
Yeah.
That'll be a game time decision.
Thanks, everybody. Be good. We'll see you. Remember, don't rev your channels.